Oh my goodness. Hello, everybody. Let me just hold on. I am readjusting some things right now because I made some changes to my setup. So if something sounds funky or off, please let me know in advance. I am in the middle of trying to do some upgrades right now. So let me get some jammies on in here and we can get started today. My goodness. What a great way to come home to, by the way, chat. Ah! Wait, why isn't it showing? Ah! Why are they invisible? Ah! It's even worse when you can't see them. I don't appreciate that. Do I sound extra quiet? Oh, I was... Okay. Is this... Do I still sound quiet at this distance, chat? Again, I am tweaking... I'm doing some tweaking right now. If it does quiet... Ah! Okay! Hold on. I'm adjusting. I was making some changes. Give me a second. Okay, 1 second. I was trying to do some gain adjustments just so you guys don't hear... Okay! I get it! That's crazy. Alright, do I sound louder? Because it is hitting red range right now once I hit peak noises. That better be enough. I'd be shocked otherwise. Alright, give me 1 second. Let me say. I gotta see what's going on with my throwing system. I don't know why it's not showing. Why is my tits being invisible? That's not good. Ah! Give me a second! This is what I get. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea why my tits is being invisible. Can you stop that? That's so weird. Oh, now it shows when I do the command. Oh, okay. I'm being gaslit. All right. Do I sound better? Do I need to be louder, chat? This is like we're like in yellow. We're in the yellow range now. We're past green on the volumes. Okay. I have a JoJo stand. I wonder. Oh, wait. I just had a thought. Would the chat mascot be the stand, or would the VTuber be the mascot stand? What would it be? Actually, I don't think that sound alert played for stream. Did it not? Is it not showing? I heard it just fine. Hold on. I'm so sorry, chat. We're having some setup changes right now, and some things are going to be a little off. So yeah, please let me know if something sounds off or you're not hearing anything, because we were doing some audio setup related shenanigans. I just had to recently upgrade Voice Meter, which is a very finicky program, I say. So let me test my sound alert. Let me take this. Well, that played. It seemed to have been picked up. You try to take one break and things start break around you. No, Rose. It's you try to fix something, or you try to change something. It's like one of those things where like it's set up, but it is in a fragile state where you just ever so slightly tweak something. It's like a house of cards, basically. You try to move one of the cards, it all comes crushing down. You can't hear them. What the heck? It says it's showing on sound alert. How? What the heck? It says it's picking up the audio. Let me. Maybe it might be on the tracks here. But yeah, I'm so sorry. I hope everyone is doing okay. I am back. I feel actually very refreshed. And now I've got to start revving up for Weebcon, which is literally next weekend. I know, I literally just got home and I'm about to fly out again next week. Woo, busy. All right, let me see here. I'm going to go check our audio properties here and see what's going on. Why isn't our sound alerts not working? What the fuck? Okay, I found the problem, chat. Somehow, someway, it got completely muted on OBS, even though it is picking up on OBS. That's crazy. No, because that wouldn't make sense, because if it picks up, it's going to echo. So I don't know what's going on with that. How bizarre. Let me see what it sounds like, because I think I had this muted because it would echo. Let's try this again. Let's try this again. It might be a little loud. You got a 3 stream streak? Hey, nice. So the streams choose to work or not to work. You know what? It's part of being a VTuber. Can't have a true VTuber stream without some scuff. But we PNG. Ooh, okay. We'll have to take a look. But I hope everyone had a lovely weekend. Or I guess like last week, we all had a nice time since our St. Patty's stream. I am back to being blue, not green anymore. Though I was pleasantly surprised how much y'all really like the green hattie look. Let's see. I put on my headphones to make sure I wasn't going insane. What the? Huh? I swear, chat. It's showing. It's showing. It's picking up audio on my end. I swear. Why are you being weird, PC? Can you guys hear the music just fine? The music is fine. Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna have to troubleshoot that later. At this point, I have no idea. I guess I'll turn off the I'll turn off our sound readings for the meantime. I'm so sorry, chat. My apologies. Maybe would have played some Pokemon. I feel like this is like my only way to get my fix of not playing Pokepia right now, since I feel like that one moment with like Squidward just looking out of the window with everyone playing Pokepia. But at the same time, it's like I know for a fact if I start that game, I'm gonna lose so much hours. Oh, sorry. I'm trying to get to my creator dashboard to turn off redeems. But yeah, if I know if for a fact if I get Pokepia, good luck. Good luck with me being productive. I am not going to be productive. I can hear everything, I think. So Charge, what I'm trying to figure out is whether or not our sound redeems are working. We're getting the audio's not picking up for our sound redeems. Past weekend was mostly Jill. Ended up with some Vanguard with Rex and crew. Oh, how fun! You know, I actually did some V-card practicing over the weekend with some of my friends at Oshi Bar, which is nice. Now, I have some concerns. As in, I'm praying and hoping I can get my deck built together in time. Oh, don't worry about it, Charge. It's fine. I'm gonna be top 8, brother. I am here to participate and have fun. I am by no means going to be sweaty about this. So like I have concerns only because of the fact I cannot linger too long in this tournament because I also have to vend at a table. I'm running a booth at the Oshi Lounge at Weebcon. So I have to make sure I'm not too gone, like I'm not gone for too long because, you know, I have to run my table. I am gonna have help, and I'm gonna have helpers on hand for the situation. But I just feel bad being gone, you know, because I'm feeling this is gonna be a couple of hours sort of a situation. If I get back into Vanguard, I'm gonna do some heavy de-rusting myself as well. I'd be cooked. I'd be cooked right now if I played right now. It's one of those you play when you want to kill time. That's true, but I feel like a lot of people I've seen that have played Pokepia, they lose their track of time. I'm talking like they're playing in the evening, like, oh yeah, I'll just play a couple of hours, and they blink and they look, and I'm like, oh, that's the sun. I had Pokemon regionals this past weekend. It was fun, but I did not so well in Paddle. You know, that's okay. Honestly, when I join this V-Card tournament chat, I am just here for fun. I'm going to be cosplaying as Cha-Cha your mom during the tournament. I only say this because I was thinking of doing Cha-Cha your mom, the cosplay, on Sunday. But I realized that the V-Card tournament is going to be taking place at the same night as Easter Fest, run by Oshibar, and Cha-Cha your mom is going to be a part of that concert. So I was like, oh, I might as well do Cha-Cha on the same day then. So I just want to have fun. I just want to also just be involved with the V-Card community, since we're doing, like, you know, so much content V-Card wise, you know. So I just want to be involved. Hi Rex, thank you so much for resubscribing. Believe. Wait, what? What would 988 dial to? That's what I'm wondering. Yeah, I'm not going to do her new bunny girl model, unfortunately. I really wanted to, chat, but unfortunately, Weebcon has a strict dress code because of the fact that it is also taking place as the same weekend as Easter. I think due to that coincidence, they're banning people, or like it's against their dress code to dress up as a bunny girl. So I cannot do the new Cha-Cha model. Otherwise, I would have been on it. I know, super boo, absolute boo. At this point, I'm probably gonna just have to wear a robe on one of the days, because I think, like, right now my current cosplay plan for Weebcon is Cha-Cha your mom. We're gonna whip out Anka from Animal Crossing, because I really want to do a shoot in the atrium area. Yeah, a robe, so to cover myself, like a modesty robe, basically. So that way staff can't harass me for showing shoulder, a collarbone, like I'm some sort of kid in, like I'm some sort of kid in high school. Like, get out of here. Oh no, chat, I'm showing shoulder, I'm showing a collarbone. Whatever shall I do? I'm gonna distract so many people. Yeah, basically. 100%, I will tell you, chat, I probably would not have this issue if I had a flatter chest. If I had a flatter chest there, I would not have been harassed about it. So, I'm gonna wear a robe. Better safe than sorry. Showing cheekbone. What do you mean, what did you walk into? Too strong? Perhaps. Because I'll crawl in a hole. It's too distracting, chat. I'm just too distracting. So sorry. Hey, you know what? If we gotta weaponize that distraction, okay? Maybe I just gotta show more collarbone and shoulder. That way I gotta distract my opponent during the V-Card tournament and up my chances of winning. We gotta weaponize that. We gotta put those assets to use. Yeah. I think that might be the way, chat. So I have like an advantage with cosplay then? Perhaps, yeah. Do it. Yeah. I am going to go to the tournament in cosplay for sure. Yeah. So, I'm gonna probably... No, I don't. Okay, I'm not gonna. I wouldn't do it on purpose, with malicious intent. But knowing me, I'm probably gonna unfortunately distract my opponent because I'm like, oh man, my shoulder and my back seem so sore. Let me just plop my chest on the table to let my body rest. Oh no. All right, my Valentine. Careful what you wish for, Kulak. That might be next on the cosplay list. Careful what you wish for. Diabolical gun would work 100%. Okay, Rose, which big-chested dragon lady? There's a lot of big-chested dragon ladies. Don't you know? D means dragon in that anime. D cup means for dragon, as they said in the trailer for it. Oh, don't ban me, Shavo. On my own stream? How could you? I'm gonna look you dead in the eyes and show you no mercy. That's okay. Again, I'm just here to have fun. So, if I somehow, honestly, chat, with the way that my deck building progress has been. So, here's my conundrum, chat. Here's my conundrum. I am missing some cards to build my current deck for the V card tournament because they only, so I need a couple of cards from the Rising Star set. So like something like, let's say for example, they had a Moist Critical card called Doppelganger, and I'm only allowed to use the second print edition of the Rising Star cards to play in the tournament. It cannot be first edition. So that puts me in a position because I have a bunch of first edition cards. I have first edition Rising Star cards. I only collect first edition. Unfortunately, I don't collect limited. The limited prints is what's fucking me over because that's the legal ones for the first, only Rising Stars, by the way, chat. Second and third, so like Awakened Worlds and Divine Chaos, not an issue. But we're only allowed to use Rising Stars and Awakened Worlds. But for Rising Stars, it has to be the limited print. No, I'm sorry, the unlimited print. I'm so sorry. Yeah. First edition cards from Rising Star are no game. They are not legal because the text. So when Rising Stars first was released with their first edition set, there was a lot of things that need to be tweaked. So based on the feedback that they gotten from the TCG community, when the first limited set came out, they tweaked a lot of the cards and reformatted the cards to what it is now on the unlimited set for Rising Stars. V cards, Rose, V cards. So I'm just like, oh, I'm kind of cooked. And I was also wondering, like, oh, okay, how about maybe I can just do like a proxy? Because if I show this card, I'm sure it's like, oh, I'm just using this card, but we all should know it should be this card. Proxying is not allowed. So I have, in order for me to use a first edition card, I have to physically bring and show the judge a legal copy of the card. So I'm just like, what's the point of a proxy then? I'm cooked. So it's that, chat. Going for Magic with proxy is illegal. It was also, I mean, it's worth to ask just because. It was worth a shot to ask. But having a proxy would make sense. It would just make it easier just because, like, I just like collecting first edition. So that kind of put me, especially because, like, there's some cards in Rising Stars that's heavily, they're meta cards. They're really, really good cards. Good legal cards. Yeah. You can hunt some vendors down to buy the replacements, or are they scalping you like crazy? Some cards, yes. So let's say, for example, I think support cards are not too bad when it comes to, like, looking around. And I also have a lot of cards to trade, so I might be doing some trading later on, and we'll see. But I think, like, the most, let me, what's the right word for this? I think the trickiest thing is trying to get 10s I need. Because shockingly enough, so if you guys don't know, V cards, people like to collect V cards. Some 10s are worth hundreds of dollars. depending on which 10 card it is, like the rarity 10. Yeah, it's not going to be cheap. Not cheap. So, that is what I'm trying to figure out right now. But I'm sure I'll be fine. Again, I'm just here to have fun. I'm just here to be involved. So, really, I'm not going to be too sweaty about it. What I am more sweaty about for next week, honestly, is one, making sure that my table and stamp rallies for Weebcon is taken care of and okay. Is there an Addy V card? Well, if you do come to Weebcon and to my table, I will be giving away special holographic Addy fan V cards. They are not, they're not actually V cards, but they look like it. That you can grab from my table at the Oshi Lounge. What tins am I looking for? I'll update you guys on the Discord actually. Just so let me I'm gonna have to do a check real quick, but I think let me think. I just recall because there's two different decks I want to build, and my backup deck, just because of how tricky collecting 10s are, like trying to get a 10 for what I need, I think like I only, for my backup deck, I need one Ein 10 or Ein, E-I-N, one Ein 10. I do have a Discord server. Please use !Discord command in order to access the links. Please use the new sub Discord. I highly recommend you go to the second one, please. Hi, Seb. Welcome to the stream. Also, Sydney Fact. Hi. Can we have can I have a shout out? Can I shout out Sydney Fact here, please? So good to see you, dear. Never mind, mine are all first edition. Yeah, there is a big visual difference for support cards, which is mainly the ones I need from Rising Stars. There is a very big visual difference between the first edition and limited edition, or the unlimited edition. Yeah, there's actually like different support type categories on the unlimited set compared to the first. So, but yeah. Ooh. I honestly, man, this weekend, as much as it was, I had business to take care of. Honestly, it was very refreshing for me, chat. I think I think I really needed to get out and touch grass. Because I feel, aside from the whole internet disconnection situation upon coming home, I felt very invigorated, revigorated. I feel very refreshed, chat. I feel good. I feel like I'm ready to tackle on the stress that's gonna be next week for Weebcon. Internet seems pretty clean. Yeah. Okay. So thank you for reminding me. All right, I'm gonna tell you guys the shenanigans I had to come home to. Okay. So, I got a lovely surprise upon coming home from my flight, realizing, oh, internet's down. Oh, restarting the modem is not working. Okay, we're gonna call a technician over. And so, I finally got the technician to come over at, later this afternoon. You know what I found out, chat? I found out about two things. One, the reason why I don't have internet is because one of my neighbors, not only disconnected my main line to the connection, but damaged it. Yeah, they cut it, chat. It was snipped. Now, I'm assuming it's not by the neighbors themselves. Hopefully, I'm giving the benefit of the doubt on this. So I might be coping with this one, but the technician took a look at the technician took a look at the wiring and was like, oh, yeah, your thing is not even connected at all at this point. Someone disconnected it, and it looks like it was like there's damage on the line. And I'm just like, Are you serious? And it's like, yeah, you might have to I might have to call a construction team over in order to rebuild this line. And, guess you know what that means, Chad? I would have been down for a couple of days, at least. I probably wouldn't even be live until after Weebcon, possibly. So, let's just say, Chad, I was livid. Yeah. But luckily, this technician is a real one. So we took a look at where like the location of the damage was, and luckily, he was like, "Oh, you're really lucky. I was able to. It's actually at a spot where I'm able to fix it. Right now." I know I've always been having internet troubles from where, for my streams and Addy. Why don't you just get a different ISP? Why don't you get fiber? You see, chat. One, my area does not allow, my area doesn't have fiber optics installed in the area yet. So no one in my area has fiber optics, unfortunately. Two, my ISP is the monopoly of where I am right now. So I cannot switch even if I wanted to. I kid you not. I actually have been looking around at different companies to switch to. I cannot switch, even if I wanted to. 3, I cannot improve my current connection right now until they improve the infrastructure. So I am just cooked. I am locked in where I am unless I move. Now, what I also found out from the technician that came over. So remember in chat how sometimes I would get like a fat dip in bit rate in my previous streams. Sometimes we would be being chillin', and then all of a sudden I would just dip into red bit rate range. Okay. It's from that same neighbor that disconnected my line, by the way. So they're explaining to me that very likely, whoever... Oh my god, I lost my train of thought. Right. So basically, the technician was explaining that very likely whoever serviced the neighbor that was responsible for like the current line issue that I've been having, they were too lazy to properly set up the line through the building properly, because they're like, oh, ew, we don't want to have to go through the effort of putting lines through walls and cement and all that jazz. So what they did was they actually switched a line to share with ours. So this whole entire time I've been having bitrate loss, chat. It's because my neighbors have been fucking bumming off of my internet. I kid you I wish I was joking. You have no idea how pissed I was hearing that. I was so livid. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so guess what my technician did to get even? Let's just say they're gonna have to call their own technician because my technician cut their line. Oh no. Oh no, they don't have internet anymore. Oh no. Anyways. So my technician's a real one. And it was nothing illegal was done, by the way, chat, because they were on our line. We were just cleaning up our line. All right? So nothing illegal has happened on my end of things. Just saying. So I hope they can figure out a way to get the connection back without bumming off ours. Yeah, no, basically, that's what the technician said. Oh, no! Anyways. Yeah, not only did they kick them off, Fallen, they, now they have to call a technician. Hey! Hi, Nightmare. Welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. When they be pounding on their door demanding what's going on, they lost their access to your net. Shavo, if they have the audacity to come to my place and complain about internet loss, that means they were fully aware that they were bumming off of my connection. And you know what's gonna happen? I'm gonna have a lovely, long conversation with them with my fists. My lips are not gonna do the talking. You know who's gonna talk? These hands. All right? Because it's gonna be on sight if they have the gall. No one's gonna come in my way to spend time with you guys. Hell no. When our time together is compromised, it's on site, chat. Thank you so much for the follow, Nightmare. Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy your time here. This pieces me most issue with bit rates tend to be bandwidth. So yeah, I was just explaining, Fallen. So like basically, I am basically what my current connection is. I'm kind of just stuck with it. Because even if, like, let's say, for example, chat, even if I got an upgraded plan, it's not much of a difference. Unless, my ISP finally takes the time to upgrade their infrastructure to get a fiber optic. That is the only way I will be able to have a better connection, so to speak, for streaming. So I'm kind of just cooked here until I move out. That's why I have the Kofi goal right there, so I can actually go to a better location to stream. I'm just saying, that's what the goal on the lower left corner is for. Just saying. Violence is the answer. I try not to choose violence, but man, chat, there's just some conversations that words just cannot convey the intention and emotion that I wish to convey in these conversations. It's a real shame. She got a mean falling star sucker punch. Oh my gosh, I need to show you guys a video of a whatchamacallit. I need to figure out. I have this video I took when I was in Animeverse. I tried one of those the punching machines that when you punch it, it actually shows a number based on the damage on it. I think I actually have evidence. I tried it for the first time. I think I got first time I was in the 664. That was the number. I was so close to 669. I was so close, chat. I would be scared of anyone who knows Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Well, I don't know Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but I know ninjutsu. Does that count? Do some sparring experience. I'm just saying, my neighbors, they'd be sleeping with one eye open. I'm just saying, I know how to do stealth. I can do stealth walking. Eddie, can you be my bodyguard? Low key, yes. But the problem is, the problem with that buttface is I'm in this position where, yes, I can throw hands and I can, I know self-defense. But the problem is, let's take, for example, I do beat someone up. I feel like that is what they wanted in the first place. I just feel like it's a win-win situation for them. I'm going to be on the losing side of this situation no matter what I do. You know what I mean? How hard can you hit? Answer is yes. So we guard AdiAstraya. She does a dirtier cosplays. You're so real, Cosmic. You know what? Yeah, it's so I don't damage my my fragile accessories and props. Yeah. That's why I always try to. My goodness, I try to lean towards cosplays that are easy to move in for these reasons. Every time I always have cosplays that have like particular accessories or props, I just feel like I'm so rough. I'm too rough with them. Hi, twin. I'm actually going to be doing a slideshow really soon, recapping everything. I did try to take as many photos, despite the work I had to do over the weekend. So I hope y'all can enjoy the photos, the pretty pickies I took. Why called out, Rito? And also, I know I started late, chat. I wanted to make sure I had food in my system. So I did eat food before stream. I'm so proud of myself. Also looked easy to move in. Yes. Oh my gosh, you just reminded me, Cosmic. Did I add? Hold on, let me see. Let me make sure I added photos of the Duke cosplay. Actually, I don't think I actually added it. Thank you for reminding me. Let me add it real quick to the slideshow before I start. Have a good lyrical log. But Addie, did you get hydration? I did. I made sure I actually have water with me right now, and I was drinking throughout the day. Yes, yes. So I really want to reiterate that even though CarrierCon was going on for the weekend that I was up there, or I was, where I was only present on location for Oshi Bars' Sink the Ship event, which was a VTuber concert, and I was there as one of their cosplay guests. So there was, how should I explain it? It was interesting that I got to see the location without a bunch of con people. Oh, Shibar, correct. That is the company that was producing the event with CarrierCon. They are actually going to be hosting another event in Weebcon called the Oshi Lounge with other groups. And they're also going to be having another VTuber concert there called Easterfest. I will actually be sharing, a link about the concert info if you guys would like to, if you guys happen to be going to Weebcon and would like to also get a ticket for the concert, I would be happy to share you a link. I just didn't get a chance to grab it because of the whole internet situation. As soon as I got online, I literally started my PC for the stream. I don't think I was able to. I'll have to check. I don't recall Lulu Lasso. Because I know we had a couple of VTubers from V Fleet and SVA. I'm trying to remember. It was not SVA, but we had some V Fleet VTubers and indie VTubers, and also VTubers such as like Cottontail, Isa. Let me see. Isa. I don't remember who else. We also had Victoria as the MC. So she was like the hostess slash announcer. See what they did with so little space. Honestly, I'm very proud of Oshibar and the tech crew doing what they could with the concert. They really did their best to utilize the space, and I hope everyone had a fun time because man, there was like this. I have a video of it, but there was like a group of wotage, basically like the people with the light sticks that you see in like weeb concerts. There was like a group of those there, and my gosh, definitely created a lot of hype. I hope to see them again at another event. It was so cool. I'm trying to find. Hold on, I'm gonna try to find a photo to add to the slideshow. 1 second. Oh my god, I really didn't add one. Wow, I'm okay. I'm just ooped. The guys were insane. Yeah, I do have a video of it, but there was like this. I'll talk about it once we get to like that point of the slideshow. But yeah, it was pretty hype. I really had a good time watching them do their thing. I had a really nice spot from where the concert took place, just because I was basically working with the tech team and also like speaking with other guests and whatnot as a cosplayer. So it was really fun to see the performance. I think like one of the tech people actually were nice enough to like give me a one of their light sticks so I can use my light stick to wave it around a bit. It was nice. Okay. I think this one will do, and then let's see. I have one more I could share. Where? I think this one's fine for Twitch. I think. I'm sure it's fine. It's sure it's fine. Yeah, I'm sure it's fine. I will say though, the cosplay that I wore for the event, oh man, it was the choice, chat. I'm so glad it was we were able to get it to arrive before I flew out. Like literally, I think like literally the night before is when it arrived, and I was like, oh shoot, it arrived. All right, I guess I'll just fix up my wig when I fly over, I guess. So had a little bit of a crunch going on, but I think it was worth it. Haven't been able to pull Satono Diamond. Oh, one Uma? Oh no. You got this. I believe in you, Rex. Yeah, I'm glad it fit. You know, what I could have done if I had more time though, I would probably hem it a little bit around my waist. It was a little loose around my waist, but thank goodness it's elastic. So that's why it was really easy to move in. But I feel like I could have been able to tighten it a little bit around my waist. But it did hold the girls very well though, I will say. So that's why I always have to get like a larger size than I usually am to make sure it fits my bust, because that is the one area that it just outs me for a large size. That was the one part truly inconvenience. All right, let me see here. Make sure it is in the slideshow real quick, and we'll switch on over to the slideshow. That's Sega's Uma. Oh, I'll have to see. Busty Addy. Yeah. Oh no. Anyways. It's okay. I'm very happy of my size. I don't want to lose them. I love my girls very much. I remember when I was a wee little girl and I would read my manga and be like, wow, they're so pretty. I hope when I grow up I can look just like them. My big boobo waifus. I hope I can look like that when I'm older. And you know what? I'm so happy I could tell my younger self that yeah, girl, you did it. You did that. You did just that. Addie chugged all the milk. Actually, yes. Gallons go by quickly in this household, but I do have to limit my dairy intake due to health reasons, but I do have a lot of soy. Soy. I love me some soy milk and tofu. I'm trying to find the folder. Here it is. Perfect. Should be good. Now the blouse bunny is gonna come out of the den. Oh, are you? Don't worry. I had proper coverage on the inside, Cosmic. I tried that and it didn't work. There are. It can only do so much, unfortunately. I will say, it kind of it is a mix of genes. Hi, Serafix. I'm doing okay. We're about to start. We're gonna start the slideshow pretty soon, actually. So let me switch on over so we have little pictures behind us, aside from this screaming cat that has been my mood today. Shocker. It's always a screaming cat. Cider! Hi! Welcome, readers! Hi, hi, hi! I hope you're doing okay, Cider. Can we have a shout out for our raider, please, mods? Welcome, raiders. My name is AdiAstraya. I am a star VTuber. I am an illustrator, merch artist, and cosplayer. I actually just came back from CarrierCon, though I was just only there as the cosplay guest for the Oshi Bar Sink the Ship event. And I will also be flying out again next week for Oshi Bar's Easterfest and the Oshi Lounge. So if you're going to Weebcon, feel free to come by and say hello. Yeah, I'm just about to start the slideshow, so we got pickies for evidence that I was touching grass. Thank you so much for the recent follows. I hope you guys have a good time here. For content-wise, I do a lot of fan art, illustration. I bark at hot anime boys because I love Love and Deep Space. And we're just silly little beans here, little silly people. Ooh, we got a hydrate and a posture check. Perfect. Oh, Raiders, you came at such a great time because I didn't even know if I was going to be live today because I just got my internet back today. As soon as I flew back home, I had no internet and TDLR. I found out my neighbors sabotaged my internet. Not only were they sabotaging my internet, Raiders, they were bumming off my internet before they took my connection off. So guess who got the technician to come over and snip their line so they don't have to do that anymore? So that's what they get. Yeah, so right, what a lovely thing to come home from, or come home to. Yeah, that's the word. Yeah, it's on site. So if I find those neighbors. Yeah, so we shouldn't have any more bandwidth issues. Ish. I'm still kind of cooked though, because I'm basically kind of locked into my current ISP plan until I move to a better location. Because the ISP I'm using is monopolized and there's no fiber optic. So I'm kind of just cooked where I am. Have these people managed to use your bandwidth without you noticing? Oh no, I noticed. Having dips in my bandwidth has been a thing. That's why I'm like, oh, that's so weird. I wonder why that's the case. Does it show you what devices are taking your connection? I had to get a technician on site to tell me that, basically, Cat. Well, if you don't have a speaker or anything they can reach or probably take water from you, too. I don't think so, because I live in a building rather than like a normal, regular house at the moment. It's just crazy that I didn't think that could have been a thing, you know what I mean? I'm going to switch on over to our slideshow so we have pictures behind us. Were they staying up through the Wi-Fi? No, they split my main line to the actual cables, the main line. So whoever called their servicer to set up the internet to their unit, the technician that they used was lazy. Instead of making a new line, they did a switch and split my cables with theirs. And I was not informed of that. Yeah, I was not notified or told about this whatsoever. So, and it makes sense because these are new neighbors. And it came in right around the time I was having those bandwidth issues. So, it explains a lot. All right, I'm going to switch on over. There we are. Perfect. I think you could probably sue them if you wanted to. Probably. But I think we're even now since I had the technician. I'm sorry. I didn't ask the technician. The technician did it for me and just updated me. Oh, oops. Oh, no. Their line has been cut because we had to clean your line. Oh, no. Oops. So, that's okay. We're even now. Yeah. Let me get my little slideshow ready to go. All right. So I just got like little pictures I got from the trip here. Keep it zip so that we can come back. I actually might. This guy was really chill, by the way, chat. Not. By the way, chat. This guy also does 3D printing as a hobby. And so when he came to my place, he saw the 3D printer and was like, "Oh wow, you guys have a 3D printer?" And I was like, "Yeah, because I'm a cosplayer and I use it to cosplay like props and accessories and stuff for my Artist Alley stuff." And they're like, "This guy is so funny." He was like, "Oh shit, that's so fucking cool." And he was like, "Oh shit, I'm sorry." So he was trying to like not to curse anymore. I'm like, "Brother, it's fine. It's fine. You're fine." And so as soon as he said that, he was super chill. So I found out that my technician actually has a. Anybody get fired? No, actually, on the contrary, I hope he gets a raise. This guy passed the vibe check more. This guy was a real one. Actually, I'm willing to call my ISP to make sure this guy gets like compliments, because yeah, he was a real one. But yeah, apparently I found out he uses a 3D printer to print Gundam models, and so he has like apparently like a son that is in. Okay, any of our Gundam or mecha based fans, please tell me what the name of this show is, because he didn't know either, and I can't recall. He said it was like something with mechas that like it's like the characters have these orbs or balls, and if you throw it out, it changes them into the suits or something like that. I thought it was Pokemon for a second, but he said that when the orbs were or these balls are released, that they get to turn into the suit. Something witch mechas. I'd have them come by in a month to recheck the wiring. They split it again. It means it's on purpose. Ooh, that's a good call, Seb. Yeah, okay. I'll keep that in mind. I just didn't. I feel like when it was like that one reference from Arthur the show. Surely, I didn't know this was a thing. Surely, no one would lie on the internet. I'm just here like, why would do so? I didn't even think this was a thing. I didn't even think people would actually do something like that. Why would they do something like that? You know what I mean? That sounds like Bakugan. Maybe? It would make sense because I believe he told me that the kid was like 7 years old, and like one of the characters had like a red streak in their hair. Wow, shocker, chat. I know, that's so specific. Super specific, chat. If they are suits and I don't know if it's suits. It was like, I just know that they would throw orbs and robots or mechas of sorts come out. So it might be that. I just thought it was really cute. And so basically I was having like a nozzle issue, or like a filament tube issue, which has been keeping me held back in regards to like printing out some display stand thing. Oh, Shadow! Hey, Rates. I'm sorry. Mods, can we shout out Shadow Menace here? That's my V card senpai, chat. My sensei, V card sensei, right there. Go give us some support. It's my edgy sensei, chat. The mitochondria, the powerhouse of the cell. Dang, you're taking me back to biology. I think it might be the Lego Mecha anime. I don't think it was Lego though, because it was like actually an anime. So that's what I'm trying to recall. My edgy sensei. My my sensei and my number one up at the same time. Eddie, wait, Hi Ted, welcome to the stream. What do you mean I'm gonna be opening up cards for a while again? Oh, Shadow, I don't even know I'm going to be playing Decay, by the way. I might be doing my backup deck that I am going to be building. So, I'll update you what I'll be. I don't even know if I'm going to be using Decay at this point. But I do have a backup deck, so I'll be likely using the backup deck if anything. Hi, Taco. I feel like Ten's coming in with a menacing presence, being like, "Well, Addie, you better prep yourself." What? Said what? He's asking if no, he's not asking. I think he says I am going to be. I am going to be opening more cards for a while. That is what he's saying. That is what he's saying. That is not a question. That is a statement. How was thing? I'm actually going to be doing our little slideshow starting. I'm so sorry. I keep getting distracted because I love seeing peeps. Until said, let me know what cards you have so we can optimize them. Okay, fair. I will have to take a look this week now that I'm back home. All right. So without further ado, let's. I'm gonna start like talking while we chat in here. I'm gonna actually start bringing in our little pickies from the trip. So this is just. I just thought it was a nice little airport photo. With my Pookie. I actually brought my Silas Noodle doll just for funsies. Mia, hi. Missed you. But yeah, I just brought him around just for funsies, just so we have like it's not just like my finger or a hand pointing at things in photos. So, so this is Pookie and me at the airport. Which reminds me, chat. Whatchamacallit? I'm kind of low key getting a little nervous with how foot traffic is going to be at airports pretty soon. So far from my recent trip, it didn't take too long at the TSA gates. So I am fingers crossing and hoping it is the foot traffic is going to be about the same. It's been really bad. Yeah, I've heard as well, but to be fair, I am working with smaller airports, so I haven't been to any of the international ones, but from my friends that I was speaking to at the event at a CarrierCon, basically, that did go through the international ones, they said it wasn't too bad as well. So I'm hoping it stays pretty decent flow. But I think just in case, I'm probably gonna go to the airport for a Weebcon 4 hours early. I usually go to the airport 2 hours early just to make sure. You never know what happens in line with TSA and all that. But I think just because of what's going on currently, I'm going to probably be going to the airport like 4 hours early. And if I somehow miss my flight after being there 4 hours early, I really don't know what to say. I really don't. So we'll see what happens. But the flights there and back was pretty chilled. No issues. Had my earbuds and was just being chilling on the flight. Just honestly, I like taking naps on the flight at this point. Yeah, basically for what it is. Yeah, go 3 hours so I get so paranoid. I try to make sure. I think there's like you can only be there so early, especially if you're checking in your bags. Like, let's say if you're not checking in your bags and you just have your carry-on and your personal item, you can go more at like quite earlier through the TSA. But if you're checking in your bag specifically for Southwest, I think like 3 or 4 hours early. Yeah, there's a certain cap. There's a certain cap of how many hours early you can check in your bag because of their system, like the actual kiosk system. So there was just really no point. But I do have to bring in some check-in bags because I'm going to be managing some inventory and bringing in more cosplays than I did for this trip. I think more people are not showing up. That's insane. Like travelers are employees. I honestly I understandable on the latter to be at this point. It's pretty bad. Oh, jeez. Okay. I don't know if I should go at 5 hours early then? Question mark. Because I think I just saw someone on Twitter saying that like they got their like, despite being there 4 hours early, they still missed their flight recently. So I don't know. It's bad in airports. I would show up 6 hours. 6 hours? See, I want to do something like that, Gene, but the problem is, like for Southwest, again, you can't check in your bags until up to 4 hours prior to your flight. Yeah, I wouldn't know. Well, just have to see. But yeah, let's just with the Pookie flight. Okay, chat. I actually had to look up this flag. I'm not gonna lie. First glance, I had to do a double take on this flag, chat. Are you not able to do the TSA pre-check? I can do TSA pre-check. I probably should with the amount of times I travel, so to speak. I just was always trying to tell myself whether or not it was worth it. You know what I mean? But I feel like with the upcoming challenges up ahead at the airport, I think pre-check might have to be the way to go, TBH. Yeah. I'll actually have to start considering it now, actually. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys this very interesting flag that I had to take a double take with my group of friends. We're like, this palette looks very unfortunately familiar. And so I actually had to look up this flag. Apparently this is the Farmers Union flag, chat. Very interesting palette choice and shape language, don't you think? Yeah, I had to take a photo of it. Me and my group of friends had to take a double take. It was very interesting. This is me arriving towards the big ship, the carrier ship of CarrierCon. It was really cool to see in the distance. I have more photos on the outside. Welcome back from ads, chat. I'm just showing off the arrival of the USS Hornet. I'm in Missouri for work. I didn't know we had a union. Apparently there's a farmers union. Yeah, and that's the flag for it. It just looks unfortunately it's just the palette and the shape, the color palette and the shape language of the symbol kind of looked questionable. That's all. Did you get the tour of the Hornet? So not an official tour per se, but because there wasn't anybody, let's just say because I had the all access package as a cosplay guest, I kind of did a little bit of exploring without worrying about like employees and crowds. Won't be too bad. Again, I'm sure like 4 hours in advance should be okay, Seb. Because I think like the last time I went to that specific airport, there was a line, but it was pretty doable still. Did you get on the flight deck? I did. So I unfortunately, yeah, I'll explain as I go. But basically, for those who are wondering what the flight deck is, it's basically, you see this part of the ship right here that has like this little plane right here and all these railings? That's a flight deck area. So when I was trying to get up to the flight deck, it was really, really warm. There's like, I'm going to tell you right now, chat, there was no AC on the ship when I got there. And the elevator, there's like an escalator, there's like a staircase and an escalator that takes to the flight deck from where like the main floor was. The escalator was not working. It was off. So basically, if I wanted to go between floors or use any sort of stairs whatsoever, I had to take off my heels because those heels I had on for the event was too steep for the job. I absolutely was going to risk breaking ankles. Oh my God, Sen. I'm nervously sweating, brother. Oh, goodness. Let's see what's next. Here's another photo of like angle of the USS Hornet. I just, it was really cool to see from the distance. I was like, wow, this is really cool. Here's another angle with like the water reflecting on top. Like, look at all these components here. Honestly, it's just really cool to see. Hey Eddie, I hope you like making forts. Like, what kind of forts? Huh? Eh? I'll always love to open stuff from what you send, by the way. I always really do appreciate it. But in the meantime, I'll be opening up 5 V-card boxes this Friday. So from the what was it? The Divine Chaos set, the 3rd set from V-cards. So yeah, I am gonna be opening up more soon. I'm gonna keep it up. Pokemon forts. You know what, Seb? Yes, absolutely. I will never say no to opening up more cards. I know, Bo. Yeah, this is basically where the con took place, chat. So Carrier Con is very well, like, I guess, like, very unique that they have a convention inside an actual carrier ship. That's why it's called Carrier Con. But this is the actual ship that the con's taking place. I just thought it was super cool. And here's another angle shot from when I got out of the parking lot. So, like, in order to enter the building because we were bringing in equipment for the event, so we had to bring in, like, I think, like, a couple of, like, boxes and luggage for the event. We actually had to go. You see this little part right here? So we had to go up these set of stairs, up this ramp. No, actually, no. Hold on. Let me rephrase it. That's how we got off the ship. So we had to go up this kind of like this wheelchair-esque ramp, and we had to go up this lift that goes, like, basically up and down. And I'm not gonna lie, it was not stable. So when I was in heels trying to walk up that thing, I was like, oh my gosh, it was like very shaky and rickety crickety. Oh, that's what they're called? A scissor lift? Okay. Yeah. I had to go on one of those to get on. And I think, I'm trying to remember, like, I think it starts from this point and then up here. So it's not, like, too high of a lift. The ship is not meant for heels. You know what? I did it anyway. Why? Because fuck you, that's why. I'm kidding. Because I can. Opal! Oh my gosh, it's been so long. Oh my goodness, how are you, dear? Mods, can we give a shout out for Opal, please? Scissor lifts are great. You should see the 40-foot ones. I think it's really cool, though. Yeah. How are you, Opal? You're freaking out? Wait, why freaking out? Wait, why? I'm doing good. I just came back from CarrierCon from my first cosplay guest appearance. I was with Oshi Bar for their Sink the Ship event, and I was one of their cosplay guests. We're actually doing a little slideshow of my time there. So yeah, it was really cool to see this big ship. We went over to this ramp here, and that's how we entered the boat, basically. And then if you see this ramp here with the stairs right here, that's basically how we left the ship. New Caleb mid drop. I haven't seen it yet. Well, I guess we're gonna have to take a look at that chat. Opal, thank you. I'm gonna have to take a look at it myself later this stream with chat, because yes. Technician Addie, do you ever cosplay Addie? I am planning on cosplaying Addie, actually. I will be cosplaying this model in the near future. Probably, I don't know, like, when along the line, but I did intentionally design this model with the idea of cosplaying it. So I didn't want to do too much of an unrealistic outfit, so that Technician Addie can have a fair chance of cosplaying her. Balrog's doing great. He was a little naughty though. I found him raiding my my drawers again, chat. So I'm gonna have to look at my drawers later to make sure he didn't put holes in my clothing again. I don't know how he does it. He somehow gets his little paws and pulls out the drawers that are within his like height, because he would climb up my stuffed animals that's like placed in front of the drawers, and somehow like just squeezes his way inside like it's a new hiding spot. Oh, I appreciate it. We have like other variants of it. This is like the crop top look, but I also have a I'll show you real quickies here. I have my main jacket outfit, kind of nice comfy jacket. And then I'm going to have to move my model down a little bit here because I don't want Twitch bonking me, but we do have an inner armor, basically. So it's all removable. You can also have the glasses on as well. Or just not at all. Yeah. So, customizability. But we have like the full look. Yes, yes, yes. And you also just have it like just a nice full body like that. How much to hire Balrog for a heist? That's a good question. I think probably a banana. Yeah, probably 2 bananas. At about probably 100 souls of the damned. Yeah. I'm going to just switch to my crop top look. There you go. I'm going to put my glasses back on. I remember what the older Adi bottle looks like. And an 8-ball. Yeah, ooh, and an 8-ball. That's a good suggestion. Oh, well, I know my first edition model is quite an improvement. This is an improvement from the last model, I will say, especially rigging wise. I feel like art wise, like the actual model art is not bad at all. She probably would look really amazing with the new updated rigging techniques. You like the comfy variation? Yeah, it's really good for art streams, so we get that extra cozy feel. Expecting more of a brick. You know what? We could put an 8-ball on a string so we turn it into a maze. How about that? Oh, yes. So this is because I had access to the backstage area. There was actually a Vexoria cutout, a cutout standee that was signed by Vexoria. I got the okay to say hello to the big snake mommy. Why am I put in jail? I got the permission. It was okay. It was very soft, chat. Very squish. I can see why. I get it. I just hope I think like what? I think right now the her and her peeps are like all sickies right now. I hope she's feeling better. Oh, fine. I'll switch. Gosh. Man, I can appreciate some nice snake mommy titties. Man, that's crazy. All right. So I got some pictures of like the ship. Luckily, it was really cool because there were some areas that were kind of like I wouldn't say off limits per se, but it wasn't like there wasn't congested with people, so it was really cool to just like look at everything while there was no crowds, and I could just like walk around and explore. What happened? Go back. I missed it. Sorry, Taco. You missed out on me touching some snake mommy titties. Anyways, but yeah, they had something. They have all these like different like aircrafts and I think like mobile facilities as well. But yeah, there's like a whole workshop space. It was really cool. I think this is also a museum too, because they have like displays of like various uniforms and like the history of the ship. I didn't get a chance to actually do a full tour, like a historical tour, just because I was busy making sure like I was helping out with the tech team and also looking around at the artist alley and talking to other exhibitors that were setting up because it was load-in day for all of the people running tables and all of the agency tables as well. So there was another plane that I saw right here. This was actually right in the backstage area for the Sink the Ship event. So like literally to the right of this is actually like the backstage area. So there's actually like a whole description of the plane or like this device right here. It was really cool. And then this was the view from outside the ship. You could actually see Golden Gate Bridge, the iconic Golden Gate Bridge. And I think you've got, I'm trying to remember. One of these two islands. One of them is Alcatraz Island. The other one is Treasure Island, if I recall correctly. I'm trying to remember which is which. But there's a little island right there, and there's a bigger island right there. I'm trying to recall. But I was told what is one of each, basically. I was even rented aircraft carrier anyways. What a 50-50. I really am trying to remember which is which. Yeah, I can't recall which is which. So you can actually discuss with, because the carrier, this like the USS Hornet, which is the name of this carrier ship, it is ran by like an organization, and you can discuss with them to use the space for events. So I don't know if this is like, because like this specific carrier ship is, I believe, retired. It is like not an active. It's not an active military, so to speak. So it actually is used currently when there's no when Carrier Con doesn't take place. It is a museum that you can visit, and they have tours and everything. And there is also spooky tours. So I have been told by someone in the staff, like the tech staff, that because they're staying on the ship. Apparently there is like rooms that you can stay in the ship overnight, and was told that the ship is haunted. You know, shocker with the history of the ship. So they do have spooky tours. I hope my friend who was staying over had some fun evidence. Did you hear about the time two inmates escaped? No, I have not. Hi, Keith. Welcome to the stream. The one with the prison is Alcatraz. Wow, Rito. So descriptive. Wow, thank you. I would never have known. Wow. Thanks. But yeah, it was a really lovely view from here, actually. Yeah, like the whole city of San Francisco and then the bridge. Addie, what? 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 Huh? I must explain. Did I say something wrong? Oh. Okay. How long each Queen Mary? Oh my goodness! Yeah, you reminded me of the Queen Mary ship. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Okay, so it's very similar to like kind of that aspect, but there's like, I guess there was like accounts of like voices and figures and whatnot. Yes, I really hope the sound tech people that I also knew were staying over had their mics out, do some spirit audio recording. Man, I hope they did something like that. All right, you can talk about it, but I'm gonna keep going along with the slideshow. Okay. All right, let's see here. Here's another view from like the left side of the balcony area or the deck area I was at. This is such a nice shot, chat. Beautiful, lovely, right above the water, all that jazz. It was just so nice. I will say though, it's just a shame that like we were having like that kind of like that swamp feeling weather going on So like once you're outside, it feels great. The breeze was amazing, especially on the flight deck. I will say though, however, I'm so glad when I was doing photos in my cosplay at the flight deck, I'm so glad there wasn't much people around because it was very breezy and my dress kept coming up like a Marilyn Monroe event. I felt like Marilyn Monroe. I absolutely would have showed cheeks. I like gotta make sure like the back part of my dress was tucked in. I wouldn't say that, Cosmic. I mean, I wore something underneath. It's just, people are gonna take a double take because it is nude. Like a nude tone bottom. You know what I mean? That's literally what happened at Anime Expo, where like I technically wore like like nude tights, but I'm moving around and from a distance, people had to take a double take because they're like, this girl ain't wearing nothing. She's going commando. It's kind of like that. Okay, here it was supposed to go to a concert, but unfortunately, due to TSA, she couldn't make it. They sent her a video? Wait, what do you mean a video? Huh? Wait, like, did they get BB no money to like say something specifically for Key? Oh my gosh! Wait, is it okay if I could look? Is it okay if I could take a look at it on stream, or should I do this like another time? Okay, all right. Let's take a look here. Hold on. Well, we got a video from BB No Money himself, the Babinos. I'm kidding. I've learned my lesson. I thought you were married once. Yeah, it's okay. I was covered. Would you say at the Shepperton Mallet, which is one of the world's oldest prisons? Probably. I don't know if I want to stay over the night. But if I were to go, I would probably go like bring a bunch of stuff, like sage sticks wise, so nothing lingers back with me. I don't want to be haunted myself. You know what I mean? You never know what thing can cling on to you when you leave a place like that. You know what I mean? Even if it's like nothing like even if it's like not paranormal, I don't want any bad juju. None of that. Okay. Okay. Let me see if we can just like open this up. I have to download the video. Oh man. Okay, 1 second. Let me download this video. Oh damn, that lighting. That's so bright. I feel like I just got flash. I feel like both me and BB No Money just got flashbang in the beginning of this video. Okay, hold on. Let me switch captures. 1 second. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, my blind? Probably, actually. Probably. Yeah, okay, I'm just open and blind. Addy Spin Dash, don't you know? I love me some Sonic. Where is it? Where's my window capture? There it is. Okay. And I think it's this one. There you go. It's okay, Key. You get to see the free VIP concert of Addy backstage because you're part of the luggage. That's crazy. Look at this, chat. I feel like both me and BB No Money just got flashbanged. All right, let me make sure the volume is okay. I hope. I'm going to put it like 50% just so I don't blast people's ears by accident. I have no idea how loud this is going to be. Oh, wait. I have to change this. There's no audio? Wait, what? What the fuck? My imagination enjoy the audio. Fuck! I'm so sorry. Okay, I guess the sound alert is haunting me. Hold on. Gosh darn it. No. Let me see where it's coming from. 1 second. Let me see. Why are you trying to see where? I blame. Also, the video's not correct. It's brighter than it should be. I have no idea. I just downloaded this and playing this right now. I have no idea why it's coming up this way, to be honest. It should not be like this. I don't know why. The audio is the friends we win. No! Wait, let me see what's going on. Hold on. Why is it doing this? Oh my gosh. I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna go bonkers. Hold on. I think it might be because of, again, chat, this is what I get for trying to use my my thingy majiggy. 1 second. I was just updating my voice meter, and this probably is like an after effect from it. I'll just play some Spotify real quick while we so we don't have like just awkward silence as I speak here and figure things out like the ooga booga dumbass I am. Okay. See. Okay, this should be it. Yeah, that should be it. Let me test it now. Alright, hopefully this should be it. Let me know if you guys can hear this now. I'm going to put it at 50% just in case I don't blast people's ears. Put this video back in here. Okay. No, I don't hear it. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna go crazy. I'm Why? Man, I really need to make a clown makeup toggle, chat. I really do. I really don't know what to say. Just cooked. Just cooked. I don't know what's going on. Why is not capturing my regular? It should be fine. Pourquoi? Voice meter, what are you doing? Oh, wait, hold on. Maybe I'm stupid. One second. I think I'm just being stupid. 1 second. Let's do you and you and you and there. Okay, it should be able to pick up. I'm gonna be. This has to play, or else I'm just gonna go crazy. I blame voice meter, man. This is what I get. No. Okay. I'm cooked. I'm so cooked. Basically, Baby Nobody is apologizing that baby girl Key here cannot make it to the concert. I don't know if it's yes. It's basically voice meter and it's voice meter and OBS kind of not communicating with each other. I don't know why it is they play directly in Discord at the same time. That's the thing, I don't know, because they won't play other things. It's playing my Spotify just fine. I'm gonna go I'm gonna cry. I'm cooked. Lick cooked. Wait, I'm just gonna put on Spotify back in here and just go cry at a quarter. I don't know if they're gonna hear it, Seth. That's the problem. It's fine. We got the jizz. I don't know. I haven't tested this yet, Seb. With the new voice meter settings, as I said. It should pick it up. That's why I'm genuinely shocked. Okay, Seb. Let's see what happens. Let's see if this picks up. What the fuck? It does play the audio. Are you? Ooh, I mean, okay, yeah. It fucking works on Discord, but God fucking forbid it doesn't play anything else. I'm gonna You know, y'all just getting fucking audio because the video's fucked up anyway. All right, you're just have some ASMR.
T, I'm sorry your flight fucked up, and I'm sorry that TSA is whack. I'm sorry I can't fix those problems, but your friend can.
Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. Please tell me I could like just. I can't. Oh my god. Yeah, you're just getting audio, chat. You're just getting audio for now.
And she will. She's actually calling the President of the United States of America and complaining to the TSA pre-check right now. I mean, you're going to get a refund from her.
Yeah.
Good. I hope you get a refund key. Because that's stupid. But I'm glad. You know what? BB No Money is actually pretty chill. I hope he keeps up a good positive energy. And the fact that he goes out of his way to like support artists is also pretty big dubs from him as well. So I hope he stays amazing. I do not like the fact that he is being bullied online right now. Unjustifiable, and I hope those weenies get what comes for them. Bunch of weenies. All right, I'll put my slideshow back on. Oh my gosh. I love Scuff. Don't you know? Don't you agree, chat? Don't you love Scuff too? Let's see. Great. I lost my capture. There it is. All right. There you go. We've got our slideshow back. Phew. Alrighty. Let's take a look here. I wonder how long the meet and greets took place. No, it's okay. French toast sounds really good right now. Man, I want French toast. I gotta find like a super protein friendly or like a macro friendly French toast. Alright. Looking at that view. Here's another view from that deck area. Again, super nice scenery. Weather was super nice outside. It was just muggy on the inside. So this is basically what the artist alley looked like, chat. You see these rows? Like, I think there was like what, like four tables. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this, and this. I think there was like about 20 or less for artist alley for this con. This artist alley was tiny, chat. I kid you not. I don't think I would consider coming here for artist alley. This is definitely more for like, this is for the locals. This is for the local artists. You know what I mean? But I did see some cool like VTuber and Azure Lane artist, and I think like 2 tables will Love and Deep Space stuff. Unfortunately, as much as I'm tempted to get it, I have to hold my budget because yeah, that inventory is coming in pretty soon. I gotta pay for it, so I have to watch my budget. But they actually had like VTuber dockies, and they had like desk mats here and some nice peeker stickers and PVC rubber charms. If it make Seb, you shut your whore mouth right now. I don't want you jinxing shit right now. You want to hear something funny, chat? You want to hear something funny? This fucker, this guy right here, all right? I am like Bing chillin'. I'm Bing chillin' during this trip, and Seb was like after like having like I was like telling him about like business related stuff. He's like, "Wow, gee, I hope there's no fuck ups from our manufacturer." Literally the next fucking morning, like the next morning, I get an email from my manufacturer that we were having delay issues. He had to say something with his big stupid mouth, chat. He had to jinx it. He had to manifest that. So we're gonna have some products that might not make it for Weebcon, unfortunately, because this stupid boy right here, this stupid bull right here, doesn't know how to keep his mouth shut. No, man. I'm sure it would never have happened if he didn't say anything, chat. He just had to jinx it. He just had to bring it up. All right. Seb here being like I don't think that's gonna happen. You know what? You know what you got? You're gonna get a punch in the face. No, but so far, I think basically I told him to prioritize specific products for Weebcon. So I don't. We'll see. I think like worst case scenario, I'm not gonna have the holographic business cards, like the holographic AdiV cards, delivered on like the projected date I wanted them to. I'm gonna have to probably have them send it to me, probably like literally at my hotel at Weebcon, so to speak. So we're gonna see what happens with that. He is unjinxable. It's not on him. I don't understand why. Chat, why are you always on his side? Why are you on the bully's side? Gosh, you guys are just like school teachers. Oh my gosh. I'm getting jail time for threatening against Seb when he makes threats to me literally every day for existing? That's crazy. I'm not taking Eddie's side. That's still a choice. But I will say though, I really like I love it when like tables have like really nice like decorations like this. I really like doing stuff like this, but the problem is, you see how like maybe I should consider doing docky setups like this. This is why I also took certain setups, because like I'm trying to figure out how to utilize my docky space with the boys, and I'm just kind of thinking like, oh, okay, I could just like probably do it at this height, and then we have some on the side peeking out like this. So here, Seb, take some notes. It's probably gonna be helpful for us later. But there's some like really nice like aircraft illustrators. I'm on the side of good food. They're my gooners. That's crazy. Oh, the goons. Oh, I see what you did there. Okay. Oh man, I can't believe it. We need a bribe emote. We do have a money emote, but it's like you have to be at I think like a higher tier sub in order to access this one. All right, here's a Rosie the Riveter little cutout stand I saw by the entrance. I thought was really cute. Oh yeah, and so okay, so after you pass the artist alley, I don't know if there's like an exhibitor area per se. So basically, how it was is there's artist alley, and then past that, I think there are exhibitors in a sense where it's like it's all VTuber tables, and I think they had the V Fleet agency, the Socks agency. There is a VTuber collab tea brand. So like a tea you drink. It's called Moe Brew, I believe is what the brand was called. I had a couple of my VTuber friends actually come to CarrierCon as guests for Moe Brew. So it was really cool. I hope that brand does okay. I can't believe it. In my own stream. Sussy, hi! Yes, I'm back. I'm back from the USS Hornet, and I'm just giving my little slideshow. But look at all these cute VTubers! Like, there was like so many cutouts of VTubers. And they all each have like a little QR code for every one of them on the corner here, so you can get all their info. Like so. It was really cute. All of them look super lovely. Here you go. Got more over here. We also had so they had one of the stores that I actually have bought from at TwitchCon, Animon, I think it's called, yeah, Animon. They actually were there as well, And I like buying their Love and Deep Space stuff, but I looked at their catalog. Unfortunately, they didn't have any official Love and Deep Space goods there, so they actually sold a lot of Azure Lane and Nikkei goods. So for our Nikkei fans, I got a picture of like these banners of the Nikkei girls there with their swimsuit variants. So super cute. I was also like looking at this baddie like, ooh, who's she? I like that look. Would wear. Yeah, it was really fun to see everything. Kind of like seeing this without the crowds, for sure. Yeah, it's really good. Let's see here. Oh yeah, here's the V Fleet booth as well. So we got kayak stands, and there's meet and greet spots right here. That there was a lot of VTuber meet and greets actually. So there was like meet and greets virtually with the Sox agency and V Fleet. And V Fleet is specifically an agency. This is where all the VTubers are ship girls. So this was like the perfect agency to be at CarrierCon. She's a singer in game. Oh, that's cool. Just sad I won't be able to smoke all the cards I got for adding into Weebcon to give her in person. I'm sure there's next time, Ten. It's always just nice to see you in general. Here's another little agency, Glitch Stars. And then you have like the little standees and desk mats, charms of VTubers. Yes, I am going to be at Weebcon. I actually will have a table in the Oshi Lounge with Oshi Bar. I actually been trying to figure out where my booth location name is because my Stamp Rally friends are kind of like, hey, Addie, where are you at the con? And I'm kind of like, oh, I actually don't have a table number per se. I'm just, it's a little hard for me to explain, but basically, chat, I am going to be at the Oshi Lounge. My booth is in Oshi Lounge. It is not ticketed, so y'all can just walk in and say hello to me and the VTubers there. So yeah, I'm trying to figure out like what kind of numeric system or something I could put for the maps, basically, so I could tell my friend, my Stamp Rally peeps. Oshi Lounge. Yeah, the Oshi Lounge is going to be in the 3rd floor ballroom next to the main stage. So if you guys are wondering where it is, if you think of the main stage, think of Oshi Lounge, literally right next to it. I'm going to miss out on this job because I'm getting paid like 50 cents an hour? That's such a great opportunity. Okay, you're so fair for that. You're so fair for that, Sen. Get that bag. It'll only be like 6 tables, so you could just put there. Oh, okay, so it's like not too like confusing. Because the problem, I'm not gonna say the problem, but like I feel like the only source of confusion is that there's gonna be another artist that is having a table there as well, which is Natty Boop. But it works out because I will be having a Stamp Rally with her, so that way, even if you go to either table, you're gonna be in the Stamp Rally anyway, and it's gonna be the Neurosama themed one. Dang, Seb. All right, Seb, time to show off that ankle bone, I guess. That's crazy. Here's another shot of the V Fleet agency. It's a really nice banner space they got here. It's super nice. These are all the different girly pops. Really cool. Have their ships behind them and everything. If I recall correctly, I know for a fact that they have worked with Oshi Bar before. Yes. I do recall working with them because I believe, the TwitchCon party they had, I did illustration work through Oshi Bar for V Fleet. So yes, I do remember this. One of them sang at the concert. Yeah. All right. So this is basically I got to go and explore some of the corridors of the ship without the crowds. And so I remember I was trying to find a specific room as per requested by someone in the team. I had to go and like fetch somebody basically. And so while I was trying to find them, I went into these corridors that were on the way, and oh my gosh, Chad, I'm not gonna lie, I could see why people think or people believe this place is haunted. Because man, these dark corridors, it was eerily quiet. Like it was super quiet, and you can actually hear like basically like the creaks and sounds and just like sound effects that you from the ship itself. So I can imagine this being super scary at night for sure. There's another more the metal expanding and shrieking. That's what I'm assuming it is. This is like a more well lit area that's like, and this is like literally the stairs I took in order to like get to this part. But yeah, it was just, yeah, it's just like a nice little corridor halls. I feel like this is like really cool for a shoot. So yeah, it was just really cool to check out the place. And I think when I was also looking around on the main floor where all the other agencies were, I ran into Miss Lala. So I ran into her and her creative director while they were setting up table, basically. And I got to talk to Miss Lala about like Love and D Space, because if you guys don't know, Miss Lala is a fan of Love and D Space, and she's a Caleb girly. And so I was chatting with her a bit, and she was just showing me her booth and also her little diner menu that has like her merchandise catalog. And basically, they have this diner order form where it actually has like each of them is numbered, so it's kind of like a limited edition sort of thing that you can only get from this booth. And they'll write down like what you wanted to order / buy, kind of like an actual waitress. It was such a cute idea, and they had like a cool diner backdrop in the back here too. So I hope everyone who went to Miss Lala's booth had a fun time. I just thought it was like super cute. They actually had like a whole little waitress, little waiter sheet here to write down your orders. It was very cute. Oh my gosh. Okay, so after I was able to grab after I grabbed somebody to bring over for the Oshi Bar event. I saw these guys. So these are like the Wotage guys. I think they actually have like an official group name for them. But these guys, my gosh, these guys were so fun to watch. They were doing so many fun shenanigans during different parts of the song. I was only able to capture just some of them. So I think I actually have a video of them doing this. Let me see. So they're actually like doing a whole Robo Woltige action here, all lined up. Yeah, there was also one where one of the performers was singing part of your world from The Little Mermaid. And so actually they made a little they actually one of them was on top of 3 other guys, and they perfectly reenacted Ariel, sitting on a rock on a part of your world. So it was really cool. These guys definitely made the event super hype. I feel like if it wasn't there, it wouldn't be as hype if it weren't be. So I really hope I can see more peeps like these in these concerts, man. Oh, hi, Maur. Mauri? I hope I said your username right. Welcome to the stream. My bad, wrong Disney movie. Nah, it's okay. I understand what you mean. Whole new world. Part of your world is in the name. It was close enough. Don't worry. Maori. How they lifted one guy, this guy at the end, part where she reaches the sky. Yeah. It was very immersive. Yeah. And there was also like a conga line too. I saw a conga line as well, and I just like it was actually very well uniformed. It was really good. I liked it. It was me joining them with my my noodle. It was just better to have it to like be participative rather than just my fingers, you know. Noodle Silas, just having a good time. You're gonna be seeing him a couple of times in this slideshow. Oh yeah, here we go. There's me jamming. Yeah. You can just imagine the music coming in. But no way, I was covered. And see, I have like I have Noodle Silas. I was just having a fun time. It was a good jam. I'm trying to remember who was performing though. I'm trying to remember. But yeah. I just had Noodle Silas there for a couple of times just so like while I was recording to make sure I had him jamming to some of the songs. Hee hee. Oh yeah, this is when they were singing a sea shanty. Hi, Jawang. Yeah, they did a lot of like organized stuff that made it look hype. Yeah, that was Technician Annie in cosplay. I do have some photos. Like I think I added like 2 photos in here. I did get like I'll explain once I actually get like I share the photos. But yeah, TDLR. I ran into a photographer in the wild while I was trying to explore the ship. So I went up to the flight deck. Homie saw me, locked in, and was like, "We need to do a shoot. Do you wanna? If so, come back here in 8 to 10 minutes, and I'll get my equipment out." Because he was just bringing his camera to like kind of like test out the scene, like the environment, and he was just like, "Oh, let me actually get my real gear." It was like, "Yeah, it's gonna be good." And so this guy was like super efficient too. I would absolutely work with this guy again. I think I'll have to like share his later. Here is the stage with Kat, with one of the live performers. And we have the nice Oshi bar logo in the back to make it nice and nifty. We had people going up this going up here to make sure, you know, they had a fun time. But we also had security at the same time to make sure that the live performers were safe. Oh, you finished your shift? Oh, that's great. Oh my gosh, I just realized it's already 9. Oh, that's what I get for starting late because of the internet. That's okay. We also got Cottontail to perform live, or at least like, you know, virtually. So really, her I think this was her Easter bunny model, her bunny girl model. Came out super cute. I love the face for it. Also, chat, look at that logo right there. Ooh, guess what? I did that. That was me right there. That's my handicraft right there. I made that right there. Actually made the text from scratch actually. Though I am surprised that they used this version of the logo, because I actually had 2 versions of the logo, but I guess they used this version. A couple of sound issues. Yeah, again, they did the best they could for the space and time that they have. Yeah. As long as everybody had fun. It's cute when you own up to your art. I'm slowly but surely trying to do that. Even my peeps in Oshi bar was like, "Addie, why don't you ever talk about the shit you do? You gotta own it up. You gotta own it." I'm just like, "Oh." They're like, "No, nothing." Be proud. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. Yeah, it's hard to do control the echo when you're in a giant tin can, basically. And then here is another view of the screen. This is basically like after the concert, and they were just like, we just finished a debriefing. And I was like, oh my gosh, I just realized that's both of my stuff on the screen. I did this, and I did this. Basically, they had like the Sync the Ship logo kind of like bouncing around like the DVD logo loading screen that you would see. So there's it was really cool to see like literally both of my works interacting in the same space. It was cool. Eddie owned me when you see me. That's crazy. Do I gotta start bringing a leash around me? Is that what's gonna happen? That's, oh my goodness. Guess I'm gonna have to bring some string with me or something. I feel like it make me reminding me of like tying a bumblebee on a string. A couple? What do you mean? Not just one? You want me to bring multiple? Sheesh. Eddie, did you know you can receive up to $18K a year as a gift, Max? That's the cap. Oh my goodness. Someone should try it out and find out if that's true. Someone should try that to see if that's true. Prove Seb wrong. I know, this is another shot. This is really cool. Ah! Ah! Alright. Here is the view of the ship at night with all of the pretty lights, chat. Oh yeah, maybe I should also, I guess, the cosplay photos I will show later in the stream. But I do also want to point out that so literally one of the interesting encounters I had during this event, I actually ran into one of the media team members for CarrierCon. Super sweet girl. My goodness, this girl was like a super big ball of energy, and that basically she was the one who was recording me dancing earlier. But yeah, it was very sweet of her to literally be like, just come up to me. She's like, girl, pretty, you're so pretty. I'm just like, oh, thank you. And so she actually was the one who actually gave me, because she's one of the media team members for the convention, she was actually kind enough to give me a tour. So it was kind of like an informal tour. I didn't get it like the full USS Hornet history tour, but she was the one who showed me around the place. So I hope she had a fun time at the weekend. You didn't bargain me or go for a review, saw me at TwitchCon. Was be a little disappointed. 10. I hope, give me another take on that, because I hope you understand I was very overstimmed. So I do apologize. I was very overwhelmed, very overstimmed. Just give me a take two. Give me a take two. Now that I remember. Now that I'm aware and will remember, I will do so. Do not worry. Yeah, TwitchCon was very overwhelming. I'm not okay. To be fair, Tin, I was so mentally checked out. Like I think even by Sunday, I was barely registering the amount of big VTubers that were visiting my booth. I didn't even register like some of the people that were coming to my booth until like probably a day later. I'm like, oh, who's that person? I remember like I was literally about to pass out behind the table, and Seb was literally kicking me to wake me up. And one of the times I did, that was the one time Numi came to my table, and I didn't even register who she was until she's like, "Hey, I appreciate you drawing my friends." And like I had to like recall the next day from her voice. I'm like, oh, that was Numi. Well, yeah, that was also like that whatchamacallit, that workspace was super hot. You were there yourself, Ted. It was very exhausting. It was very warm. Yeah, there was a very kind of a smart ass worker, because we were like kind of like talking about like, oh, is there no way to give us any tarp or something to help create like a shade, from like create shade in our booth, because the way the location was for TwitchCon was that there was they had glass ceilings, and with the sun hitting directly through, a glass paneled ceiling, you're gonna get it's gonna get a little toasty, a little greenhouse effect going on. And yeah, Seb was like, "Oh, is there any way we can get a tarp or something to get some shade?" I was like, "Sorry, we can't move the sun for you." Uh, yeah, I get it. Yeah, I'm very grateful that we were able to go to TwitchCon. I would love to go in there. I would love to go there again. Just next time, I'm gonna prepare accordingly for that, because I think yeah, our location was, because like basically 50% of the artists were in like a shadier area, while the other 50%, which is where we were like literally underneath direct sunlight with the glass window, the glass paneled ceiling. So I am just gonna just, if Twitch, if you're hearing this, I would love to be in Artist Alley again for TwitchCon. Please put me back in. I swear I'll be well behaved. I will bring in so much yummy girl dinner to share with everybody going to TwitchCon. Please. If you love girl dinner being shared at TwitchCon, please put me in. So, by the way, can someone clip that so I can actually send that over to Twitch when I do my applications? They actually do ask for clips to be sent that tell you, when you want to talk about yourself. Please clip that, chat. Gotta hang out with both of you guys and enjoy the little lunch with you. Going to GG subs. Yeah. We should probably explore the con a bit better. I would love to do like a little community hangout during TwitchCon next time. I think it would be fun. I have a pop-up tent you could borrow. I think I just need like a tarp for the roofing. Something that can cover a 10 by 10 space. I just need a tarp to create like shade, basically. That's all I want. Or we need, since we have walls everywhere else. Alright, Cosmic, sleep well. Yeah, it was just that specific area was like one of the warmest spots in the whole floor, unfortunately. Yeah. Oh yeah, here's the picture I got from the edge here. Look how pretty the lights were. You had like the lights of the Golden Gate Bridge with San Francisco. This is a very beautiful shot. I love this. I just wish I had like a better camera for a better zoom in quality. But from the distance, super pretty. Really loved it. When I say it's a tent, it's 4 legs and a roof. Oh, I'll have to see them. The Bay Area has nice views. Yeah, I think it's like my second time ever being in the Bay Area. It was also very nice of Cosmic to give some recommendations and also some interesting tourism points to keep in mind for next time as well. Man, there's another zoom in shot. I'm sorry, my phone can only do so much. Here's another shot of the back of the ship with all the lights. Really nice. I really like how this one came out. I'm still visiting there. Awful living. Oh my God, Seraphix, you're so right. It's expensive. It's pricey. Wait, I'm sorry. What poop? Huh? What do you mean? What? Huh? Hold on, Zuan. You need to explain yourself. What? Poop, drugs, homeless people. Yeah, the prices. Oh. You know what? Speaking of which, Seraphix, you just reminded me. So, I think I literally saw firsthand someone doing the fent bend the fentanyl bin, whatever. I did see some of that in the wild. It's really an app. There's an app to report fecal matter? What? That's crazy. I live near Fillmore. Didn't area and there were gunshots? You know, interesting. Okay. Asian mall. That's crazy. Oh yeah, this is like on the drive. We were going to San Fran. This one like a nice little picture of the cityscape. I think we were in the this was taken when I was on the Oakland Bridge. Yeah, it was like an oak something bridge. It was not the Golden Gate. It's the other bridge. So I'm trying to remember what the name was. Oh, here again, just let me tell you, whatever the altercation was ended. Dang. Okay. Let me see. Oh yeah. So one of the days, like while we were waiting for some evening business plans, me and the Oshibara peeps went to Pier 39. So this I have been to Pier 39 at night before, like from the first time I went to San Francisco. So this is my first time seeing like Pier 39 during the day. It was really cool to see all the sea lions. Look at this one, just aura farming. What's that? There's like so many sea lions just sleeping on these like little pier like things. There was like one where it was like a giant pile of them sleeping, but there was like just some of these that were just so big and just aura farming. Just yeah, I'm that. Yeah, oh my gosh, Key. There were some chonky ones. I think there was one that the locals know. I can't remember the name that the locals call, but apparently out of all the sea lions, there was just one that actually was from Alaska. So it's like bigger and chunkier, the big chunkiest basically. 3 times bigger than the regular sea lion. This thing was humongous. Yeah, see, look, these are all look at all these sea lions just napping on the infamous Pier 39 sign. And I had all these there was like all these different encounters where a lot of these sea lions, they kept swimming around and they were trying to find a space or a spot to nap in, and every time they try to like plop on this little specific dock, you just hear them growling and be like, "Hey, what the fuck are you doing? I'm trying to sleep here." Hi, hello. Look, sea lions. Wow, aren't they cute? Look at all of them sleeping together. And this one was just aura farming. Oh yeah, this one. Okay, so I couldn't tell from like where the deck was on the USS Hornet, but I believe this is Alcatraz. I got a shot of Alcatraz from like the spot I was at. So there it is. That was cool. Apparently they had boat tours that like you could like they'll give you a tour around the area on a little boat. But I was just happy to just like walk around and just like check the place out. This will work near beach. Got to see seals. Oh, it's so cute. I know like a lot of sea lions like to hang out along the NorCal coast, last time I recall. Oh yeah, so there was also a candy shop I ran into, and they had like a bunch of like very specialty candies, like a lot of taffies, like saltwater taffies sort of thing. Candies. They also had like a bunch of Funko Pops and a bunch of like other specialty candies. This is where I found the grandma candy, chat. This was the source of grandma candy. They were called. I think I have a photo in here. Hopefully, I have it. This is Mabinogi. No, it is a rock remix of Gen 3 music. It does sound like Mabinogi though. I can see what you think that. I'm gonna be real with you, chat. All this type of candy, like taffy candy, would send me to the graveyard. I would suffer eating this. I cannot have anything like when it comes to sweets. I can't have anything sticky. It's like anything like caramels, taffies. I have to be careful with syrups as well. So anything like maple syrup and honey, I have to be super careful because of my. I don't have a cavity. It's an actual it's an exposed nerve. Yeah, I which is very frustrating because like my dentist is like, oh, you actually have very good dental. You have really good oral hygiene. It's just, when you previously had braces in your time of your life, when your teeth shifted, it caused a nerve to be exposed during the shifting process. Literally nothing I could do. Now, I can't have anything sticky and sweet, unfortunately. Even though I do like sticky stuff. It just can't be sugary. Let's see. Oh, right. Okay, so what was also interesting about this candy shop, chat? They had Funko Pops from IPs I would never have imagined them selling anywhere else. Like, look, Seb, they had Slappy and Skippy from Animaniacs. They have Funko Pops of Slappy and Skippy. They also had Funko Pops of Oliver and Company too, which is like from a Disney movie no one really gives a rat's ass about, which is yes, it's Slappy and Skippy from Animaniacs. They had a Funko Pop figure of them. Yeah, that's what I said. It's like rare stuff here, and also Oliver and Company. I love Oliver and Company because of the Perfect Isn't Easy with Georgette. Bro, I love the song Perfect Isn't Easy. And I use that to like sing when I get ready and put on cosplay. It is such a mood. I mean, the logo looks pretty legit. I mean, I don't think it's based on the remake. See? I think they used the old school one based on like the rendering. But yeah, they also had Yu-Gi-Oh! Funko Pops. I was very shocked to see like Yu-Gi-Oh stuff here too. That one caught me off guard for sure. And then what's even crazier, there was Holo Live Funko Pops. There was the Kiara Mori Calliope and Sakura Miko, which I was so shocked of, like it just in the wild. And then we had some like Lord of the Rings Funko Pops as well, which is really cool. Yeah, they had like Lord of the Rings stuff here too. Again, this is I was so shocked to see the amount of IP collabs they had with Funko Pop in this store. I never have seen it anywhere else, not even in cons, chat. Not even in cons. What's my schedule after Weebcon? Defined schedule. Event wise, after Weebcon, my next convention is probably going to be Anime Expo. I am very likely going to be cosplaying for Kurozoku as Zoe once more. I just have to go and like confirm the details with Mr. Kurozoku. And then after Anime Expo, Offkai. I am going to be I really hope that sound alert went off. Oh my goodness. I'm so worried because like my sound alert stuff have been really weird lately. I do apologize. When are the resale value of Funko? Oh, what's the resale value? I have no idea. I remember one of my friends in Oshi Bar was willing to basically buy it all and resell it just from because they've never seen it either. Here it is, the grandma candy. Look, chat, I found it. They're called Strawberry Delights. We found it, chat. We found the source of grandma candy. And then there's also like the caramel delights too, like not too far from here either. Yeah, grandma candies. This is actually my favorite of the grandma candies. I love the strawberry ones. I didn't hear it. Fuck. I'm so sorry, Zen. My voice meter is messing with my sound alerts right now. So I can't even play like audio for my videos or certain programs right now. I really do apologize. I don't know why it's acting up like this. And I haven't had a chance to test it because of my internet connection issues today. I'm sorry, Ted, but I heard it. It's weird because I can hear it in my headset, but it's not being picked up by OBS. That's the weirdest part. That's why I'm so shocked. Let me try again. There has, if I can hear it, that means it like OBS has to pick it up somehow. I'm just gonna probably just do my my regular headphones. But if I do that, now you're usually hear the music on like echo like this. That's the problem. Oh, there you go. That's why. So tricky. Just go feral on me. Okay. Here, I'll recreate the sound effect. Wow. It's a nice little city shop of Pier, city shot of Pier 39. You know, I really wanted to try, but I was like already kind of like loaded up on sugar because I had funnel cake for the first time in years. There's a Biscoff coffee shop right here, chat. Apparently, any drinks you buy from this shop, you get a free Biscoff cookie. Bark? Okay. There you go. For your troubles. But yeah, I really wanted to try out this Biscoff coffee, but I was very much satisfied with my funnel cake. I just had like a regular funnel cake with powdered sugar. I'm really not too crazy about the strawberry jam. I feel like the strawberry jam is too much sugar for me. The powdered sugar was like just the perfect amount. Another shot. It was just really cool to see all of like the layering buildings from San Fran. I feel like it's like very unique to it. Well, it's also interesting that there's literally a art university just right next to the pier area, like this Pier 39 space. I can only imagine how crazy it would be to try to like commute here for classes. It's such a shame you can't hear the music, but basically for one of the nights, I went to a club. Wait, you guys can? Wait, now you guys can? What the? Huh? I'm so sorry. Well, I did not mean to blast y'all's ears. I'm so sorry. I genuinely thought y'all couldn't hear that. Well, it's great. My bad. But yeah, I went to this I went to a little club with my friends, and so we got to go and like just enjoy ourselves. So I just have like my little noodle stylus kind of just like jamming it with me. It was they played a lot of Spanish music. It was really cool. But yeah, hope the music is not too loud. It was really cool. I got to have like a nice little stage area, and there was people dancing. I just had Silas. I just had Pookie doing the dances for me. And then they also had live band. There was a live band there too. So like later in the evening, they actually had like a full full parade style band just like walking through the club floor, just playing live music. It was really cool. And I think oh my goodness. Hi Kyojo. Hi Kyojo. How are you? Yeah, I was just I was actually going to tell later on the story of you explaining to me how Dragon Ball Z is a Mexican anime. Even though it was not made in Mexico, Mexico has claimed Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball Z was claimed by Mexico. Is this true, chat? Can like the rest of chat confirm this? We adopted it. I feel like all of Mexico just grabbed Dragon Ball Z by the neck and be like, you're Mexican now. You're welcome to the cookout. Should have made Mexico years before America. That makes sense. Wasn't it also the case for Sailor Moon as well? I think like Mexico and Italy had like a earlier access to it than America. Oh wow, that's super far ahead. And King of Fighters. Oh, okay. That's how behind America was. I feel like America was like still trying to keep like trying to dabble into the idea of dubbing from So they were trying to like figure that out cuz I think like Dragon Ball Z and like trying to recall if Dragon Ball Z and Sailor Moon were dubbed by the same company. That's what Toonami was for. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people in that generation got into anime through Toonami. Yeah. And don't they still do like anime stuff on Saturdays still? That's anime? Yeah, for anime. We're gonna go to bed. Okay, Zen. Good night. Sleep tight. Let me see what else. Oh my gosh, chat. Okay. Y'all have to. Oh my gosh. I wish I could try every single freaking drink from this menu. I'm so sorry. I took like a blurry shot. I was just. It was like after I went clubbing, chat. Me and my friends, we went to go and we went to this bar. Not bar. It was a boba shop. I think it was called Sweet Gelato, boba and tea. And oh, Blue Eagle, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome. They had the most craziest creative names. It definitely got my attention and our friends' attention, my friends, because they had like let me see. Bring your ex here, FOMO. Let me see. There's YOLO, don't be a hater, put it in reverse. STD. There's literally a drink in here called STD and PMS and HIV. I'm the most feral woman you know. That's no. I don't know if I should take pride in that. Peach Me Paradise is my Addy drink. Let me see. I'm trying to see what other ones. Oh yeah, literally Daddy's Little Girls, Happy Wife, Happy Life, Living My Best Life, TGIF. Let me see. There was Fob, Boba Virgin, Can't Get Enough, I Ain't Your Daddy, Drama Queen. Let me see. 824 Kobe, Pop Her Cherry. Pop Her Cherry. I can't, bro. Some of these names are crazy. Little Pee Pee, and Ho. Yeah, there is an ABG drink. Yeah, ABG's right here. Let me see what else. Ghost Him, Bias, Thai Tit Tea, Salty Ube, D's nuts. Let me see. There's HIV. Let me see. Let the man go. She got addicted. Bye, Felicia. Suck my boba. Screaming Peach. Let me see. Evening in Paris. I think that's it. Oh, yeah. Snitches Get Stitches. Snow Bunny. Coco This Nut. Honey Plan D. Salty Bitch. OB Basic Bitch. Better Than Sex. Let's Get It On. WTF. Not Tonight, Honey. You know what? The popper cherry is not like. Let me see what flavor it is. Actually, you need to make a 6-7 drink. Oh my gosh! You know what I need to make? An 8-9 drink and just put it on your face. How about some peach saliva? I'm not too crazy about that. I wouldn't like the consistency. Blood orange is popper cherry. That's a crazy implication. I would try it. I personally ordered the orange blossom, which is orange, passion fruit, and strawberry. And then with lychee bits and lychee jelly for toppings. And I had boba with it. And then, oh, what the heck? Oh, wait, wrong one. Hold on. There you go. Here's the other new names, the new drinks on the menu. Let the man go. Snitches Get Stitches. Here we go. The other one. Hit and Run. If it ain't foreign, it's boring. That's crazy. Hey, yo, what was that? Don't worry about it. We'll get to it. It's not going anywhere. All you don't matter. Risk it for the biscuit. Oh. All talking, no bar. Oh my gosh. I bring your friend. Let a man go for the group therapy. It's really good. Let me see. Baby Come Back. Big Stick. I don't know. ITK. Let me see. Not 6 but 9 feet. Got Chemistry. There's also Babyface Girl. There's Fake Ass Bitch. Honey, we sharing. Don't be a player. Stole My Drink. Rated E for everyone. And Bebecita. Should have been 7 feet. That's crazy. Yeah, if you guys are up in NorCal, yeah, go to Sweet Gelato. I think it's like, yeah, Sweet Gelato Boba. I think it's like a boba place, but I think that's the name, Sweet Gelato. This guy, the guy who was running it was like, I think 2 guys. And this guy was on it, chat. There was, I think, like, when we got there was, like, I wouldn't say, like, a super long line, but there definitely was a line. And this guy was able to adapt on the fly with these Pete's. Because, like, I remember, like, literally 2 of them were in front of us were like, oh, I don't know what you get. Dealer's choice. Surprise me. And then they were, like, asking, like, oh, okay, what kind of flavor profile do you like? I'm like, oh, I'm not, because they were, like, suggesting, like, their new hojicha drink. They're like, oh, I don't like matcha or, like, or teas. So they made them, like a fruit-themed one. But, yeah, you know what? You would think with a place like this, with like, you know, with the type of naming that it had, I was genuinely gonna think it was kind of like you got it for the sake of the novelty, rather than like the actual drink. But I'm gonna tell you right now, chat, all the drinks that me and my group had were really good, like really great, like flavor ratio, super good. So I was genuinely surprised how good these drinks are, despite like the system that they had, because I thought it was just going to be a novelty thing. Yeah, I would go to this one next time if I ever were back in the area. Oh, like the coffee jellies? My favorite topping, I should have added it, but there was other stuff going on. I didn't think about it. I love aloe vera bits. If I were to get like a go-to drink, it would be like a passion fruit tea with aloe vera bits. That's my go-to boba shop drink. Not liking matcha's days. I feel like matcha is a very acquired taste, Kyojo. I would not expect everyone to taste matcha and like it. Because to be fair, a lot of matcha drinks that are being served in America specifically are heavily sweetened or mixed with vanilla in order to make it more palatable for peeps, basically. Because, like, I'm telling you right now, having matcha straight up, it's bitter as hell. Yeah. It's super bitter. So, I don't blame anyone for not liking matcha. It is definitely an acquired taste. Or, like, you have to, a lot of people, in order to make it palatable, they have to drink it with, like, some sort of sweetener or with vanilla or something. Grass drink. Yeah. I feel like my taste buds are kind of shot at this point because I grew up having, like, wheatgrass shots growing up with a crunchy mom. So matcha doesn't really, it's not strong for me. Let me rephrase that. I don't find it personally gross because I'm very used to earthy flavor profiles from how I was raised. I don't know. These were like new drink names that were being introduced to the menu. I don't think they have the ingredients for these ones yet. Oh, so you might drink it thinking you hate it. It's just okay in other places. Yeah, it's possible. Someone else I know tried matcha and they said it tasted like fish or something. Oh, yeah. It should not taste like fish. It's supposed to taste like grass. Very earthy and grassy, not fish. For sure. All right, I know everyone was like, hey, yo, what was that thing? Okay, so this was a sculpture I saw at this building right here. It's like a ferry building, like for like ferry boats or something like that. We actually had like a clock tower that was working and everything. So I was in a park that was across the street from this building, and they had this little like little market area, which is really cool. And this sculpture of this giant wowman was there. So I was just like, whoa, wowman. I think matcha ice cream is a lot better than drinks for me. I think it's definitely because of the fact it's mixed with sweet cream. And usually matcha ice cream it's basically matcha mixed with vanilla ice cream. Put that finger away. What? Why? I'm pointing at the woman. There's nothing wrong here. If you sniff the bag that matcha's in, it could smell like fish, but it's not fish. Really? I don't know what you've been smelling. She was gooning with that. What? Oh! Wait! I was just pointing. Y'all, you know what? That's on you, chat. You're the ones with the dirty mind, okay? Y'all are cooked. Who points like that? Me. I point like that. Didn't you see my finger? I'm not a perv. You're the pervert even thinking it's perverted. Yeah, I was pointing up. I have to point up. If I just point forward, it's just gonna look like you're just gonna see her feet and legs. I was not doing something else. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyways, what was also interesting is there was actually a pickleball facility. There was like a place where you can actually play pickleball. I don't know what it is, chat, but the fact that I have never seen anybody actually play pickleball. Like, I would go to like Dick's Sporting Goods or Big Five or like any other sports store, and I would see like all this pickleball equipment being featured at these sports equipment stores. I've never seen anyone play pickleball. This is the first time in like 2 or 3 years that from all the sports stores I've been through, I actually see people playing pickleball. Because the closest thing I have seen is people playing racquetball or something like that with a wall or something at parks. So this was like very shocking to see. I just thought it was very interesting. It was very cool to see. And then so we were at that place in order to like have our little, I had a little brunch at this restaurant called Harbor View. It's like a dim sum house. Oh my gosh, chat. The food was so good. Expensive, but good. You had like a view of the ocean while having dim sum. The food and drinks was super delicious. Let me see. I think I have photos of like the food I ate there. Oh yeah, this was in the waiting room area. Chat. Look how cool this one. This was actually a I think it's whiskey. Seb, I know you looked into these since you like collecting alcohol. Do you remember what kind of liquor this type of container holds? I just remember there were a series of these that every year they release the zodiac animal as like a drink bottle basically. So I've previously have seen the ox and I have seen the horse, year of the horse, for recent years. I'm trying to remember if I think it might be whiskey if I recall. But it was really cool to see like basically like a glass bottle of a dragon that held alcohol. It was really cool. Very on brand. And they had like really lovely decor. Gross thing. I wouldn't affiliate matcha as being gross. It's an acquired taste. Here's some of the food I grabbed, chat. It was so good. I think like what? Okay, so let me see what did I have? I had some jasmine tea. I think I have another shot. Oh, okay, we'll go back. So this was that like the chef's special or the house special. It was like these spinach noodles that was cooked with some onions and it had a ginger garlic sauce to them. Oh my gosh, this was amazing. Because like I was a little sad that they didn't have Hainanese chicken and rice. So this was like a nice. They had like a similar profile, like flavor profile. Potentially gross. Okay. Here's a found moringa powder. I've been drinking that in coffee. Isn't that a sweetener substitute? Moringa powder? It's like a sweetener substitute, right? Would always get yerba mate. Yerba mate, I'm picky what brands to drink because I personally drink kombucha for health reasons. And I do not expect people to like yerba mate and kombucha tea on the get-go. It is very much, you got to get acquired to the taste for sure. It's kind of a sweetener, so it has a lot more benefits. Fair. Let me see what else was here. We had some nice like sauteed green beans with garlic sauce. This was also cooked tofu. This was also like a steam cooked beef in a rice paper. I think it's like kind of like a rice paper. It's like a steamed wrapper basically. And then there was also a tofu. I think this was a shrimp. This one was shrimp. This one was beef. This was like a orange chicken basically. This was like marinated beef, which was super good. This was highly recommended by the locals that we were eating with. And then this was like the pork. It was also very good. Just the only downside is you can't just eat it all at once because it was bone in. So you had to be careful. You had to watch your teeth so you don't bite into bone. Ramada is good if you like my friend. Drake this right. Could not sleep at all. Oh, well, that's on them. The locals sent y'all to an expensive place. Yeah, but it was good. It's super good. It looks expensive at least. It definitely was not cheap. But it was a very good time. Very good meal. This is like a pork. This one was pork. It was really good. I think these are like black beans. In a stew? Oh, that's nice. But yeah, after the meal, we all got some coffee, and we went to this place called Phil's Coffee, which was it's my first time having it. But I remember when I was in college, there was a facility that opened up not too far from my college that a lot of my college mates highly recommended. It was a very much like, go to this, it has good coffee. And having a college student recommend that, you know, that says a lot. Your mom makes it? Oh, that sounds so good. I would want to make that, but it's, I don't know. I feel like with the current weather in my area right now, it'd be too hot for anything like hot stews. But when I went to this coffee place, I ordered a rose latte. Yeah, it was really good with like a rose cream in it. Fun fact, chat, I love floral flavors. I know people are like, oh, why would you like that? It just tastes like potpourri. I'm just like, I don't know. It just tastes refreshing. I just like floral flavors. I love rose and lavender flavored drinks or foods. So I actually have like lavender honey, or like I love lavender ice cream. So good. Yeah, it's definitely too hot for stews. This is an iced latte despite the cup looking like it's hot. It was an iced latte. Addie eats flowers. I do. Let me see. Oh, yes. One of the nights I also went to a couple of card shops. So one of the card shops that I went to was like super heavily Warhammer 40K like centric. It's really interesting to see these various card shops, and you can tell what their basically their focus is in a sense, like what their main inventory are. So for this one is very much like miniatures and Warhammer 40K and D&D figurines. So you had like all these different kits, and in the back of the store, or like at the other side of these aisles, they had like all like the brushes, the diorama bases, environment, shrubberies and stones and paint you could ever need to paint your miniatures. It was really cool. I would love to find another one like that in my area so I can do the Warhammer 40K customization later for a stream in the future. Like, look how cool these miniatures are. This was like one of a D&D one. Came out super nice. And this is like a Warhammer 40K set with like the paint on a nice area here. What am I trying to do for Warhammer 40K? I actually was planning on doing a miniature painting stream sometime in the future. I just I just haven't had the chance to like set it up, but I wanted to be able to. I do have like a kit that Lucius actually gave me, and I just wanted. I'm pretty sure like I feel like I'm gonna be sacrilegious because like I don't have the miniature paints. All I have is like acrylics that would do the drip or gouache. I feel like I would be so disrespectful not using proper like paints for the miniatures, but that's all I have. I love watching people sculpt models on YouTube and paint them like custom stuff. Yeah, I low-key wish I had like the airbrush to really get like those nice gradients, or like do the whole masking process and then do the airbrushing, because that's like that's what the cool kids do. But I think I just gotta work with what I got. Oh, garage kits. Yeah. Garage kits are so freaking cool. If I had a resin printer, chat, oh man, if I had the space to do the painting, it'd be a fun hobby. But alas, I do not have that kind of workshop space to do the kind of stuff yet. Here's another Warhammer sculpture that was actually I think this actually got some awards, or like for like this was actually turned in. Gotta get a house. Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, with how cucked I am when it comes to my internet connection, I really have to consider, I really gotta consider moving out. I'm literally cooked. There's nothing I can do unless my ISP finally goes out of their way to upgrade the infrastructure in my area. I'm literally locked in where I am. I think the only thing I can really think of is Starlink, but I can only imagine how much that costs. Here's some more miniatures. And I'll paint it out with some shrubberies. It's really cool. Spectrum, I don't think has any plans to get fiber. Yeah, that's gonna be very unfortunate then. If they do, it's gonna probably take forever for them to set it up. Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked. You can't get Starlink because you need the sky. I don't have sky. Miniature Addie win? If I could ever make a 3D model of Addie, perhaps, and then we could convert it into a model to be printed. It's like a dish. Oh, I don't think that's too much of an issue, Seb, because in the past, have had DirecTV. So we actually do have, like, the cabling from the satellite dish installation from that. So I don't think it's impossible. Okay, here's, like, some of the other miniatures. Like, basically, you can buy it, like, individually. I've never seen a shop with this many, like, Warhammer 40k miniatures in one place. It was actually very cool. But, man, I didn't realize how expensive this hobby is. Because, like, sometimes I see, like, full entire, like, scenario kits. You're telling me some of these miniatures range from $35 to $42 per miniature? That's insane. I never realized how expensive this hobby was. I really got to give Warhammer 40k, peeps some credit, man. This is not for the weak of heart to get into. Start getting that 3D printer a run. Yeah, it's probably have to be the case. I had like test run a couple of miniatures. I think Warhammer might be the most expensive hobby. Yeah. Yeah. I really gotta hand it to them. Let me think. Oh yeah, this was like another card shop I went to. This one was D&D focused. This was a D&D centric one where it had a bunch of D&D campaign manuals. This one, not only did they have D&D campaign manuals and just like different like one-shot scenario books, they also had like this D&D themed shot glass that you can have that was also like actually licensed by D&D, and also they had the old school stuff. They had like module books, let me see, I want to say not just manuals, but also like monster manuals, equipment manuals, and whatnot. They had the old school stuff. Like you can tell by the logo what era of D&D these were from. This is like the old school stuff. Look at that. That's some rare air right there. Yeah, this is rare air. I had like a whiplash of nostalgia looking at this stuff, chat, because if you guys don't know, I grew up reading Dungeons and Dragon manuals because my dad was a dungeon master. So like I actually got into like mythology, reading about mythologies and just like anatomy and physiology of creatures, because like one of my favorite books to read as a kid was like the Dungeons and Dragons Monster Manual for back in the day. And I think I still have like all the old school like floor maps and whatnot that my dad has. Back in my yo, shut up. It's not a surprise. I'm a hag VTuber. That's something new. But this is like kind of like the newer. This is like I think like in the 2000s, give or take. This is like in the 80s, give or take. This is the stuff you would see in in Stranger Things. Yeah. This is more in the 90s. This is in the 2000s. And then like this one right here, you could tell this is the newer stuff. This is all the new, like the modern ones, basically. I don't know, man. I'm getting this 50-50 response like, whoa, Addie, you're so cool playing D&D. And then all of a sudden, look at this fucking nerd over here. That's the 50-50 response I'm getting. I will say for D&D, I feel like nowadays if I ever like talk about D&D or like consider campaigns, it definitely heavily depends on who you play with. For sure. I feel like having like the proper party or the proper chemistry between you and your DM and your campaign members is super important. I really commend people literally just joining random campaigns and just RPing for the love of it. They're just like the fact that they're so socially adaptable to do stuff like that is very impressive. Never in my life played D&D. It sounds fun though. Basically, let's see. There's like definitely like, you know, rules and regulations. So when it comes to like how you can attack or do stuff, but when it comes to like the RP aspect of the game, sky's the limit as long as the DM allows it. It really depends who your DM is, what, you know, and what they're allowing. But depending on the DM, you could be super creative and super imaginative with your actions as long as it fits within the guidelines of the rules. Yeah. I like to be very, very tanky. Yeah, I personally like to go with like something druid. Like I like druid based stuff. Let me think. I think like the most recent campaign I did, I was a warlock, and it was like one of the newer archetypes. So it was like an arc fae. It was like an arc fade warlock, which was really fun. But in previous campaigns I did when I was younger, I definitely liked being a ranger. Yes, it was a ranger. I also had a druid character that I never got to use in a campaign. I actually made art of her, and I have shown it in chat before. It was the water genasi with the jellyfish robe. I never got to really play with her much, so one day I'll take her out for a spin. But yeah, I liked being a ranger when I was a kid because I loved having like animal companions and setting up traps for like, you know, nature-based stuff. Watch a couple of shows on YouTube with that kind of stuff. Mostly from Geek and Sundry back in the day. Ah, okay. Let me spend those key points. Ooh. Let's see. All right. So this was the like again, we went to a lot of card stores during this trip, and so I think like the last one I went to, this was like I think literally like an hour before I had to go to the airport. It's like the day I had to go to the airport, and we already checked out. So of the Airbnb. So we went to this place called the Experience Share. I loved the vibe of this store. It had a very lovely aesthetic vibe that your girl appreciates and loves. And this one kind of felt more like it was heavily video game based. They had trading cards, but this was much heavily more like yeah, used video games basically. Yeah. Yeah, I had a really fun time this trip. I wasn't vending. That's why, Jean. For once, I actually got a chance to go take photos because I wasn't vending all day, and my soul wasn't sucked out of me for the weekend. They also had a bunch of Kirby stuff. So, like, they had, like, a bunch of Nintendo stuff, but this whole wall right here was just dedicated to Kirby plushies, which was super cute. I've never seen as much Kirby stuff. Vending, like, artist alley tabling, or at the exhibitor table, you know. I wasn't selling that weekend. And then all the plushies on this bottom rack chat, this bottom area, it's all Pokemon plushies. So many Pokemon. Unfortunately, I didn't see any of my favorites, so I didn't get anything. Let me see what else. I saw Chibidoki, or at least what looked like Chibidoki. I remember when I saw it, I was like, wait, maybe I should post this on Twitter and add Chibidoki and be like, I didn't know you were in a video game. Apparently, it's called Kita Kita Star Knight DX Collector's Edition. But they had some really old games in here, so it was really cool to see. And then I ended up buying some cards, so I ripped some packs with my friends before I went into the airport, and we got this first partner illustration collection. So apparently it gives you like a Mega Evolution and then Phantasmal Flames, which you should be very well acquainted with at this point, chat, if you've been watching my TCG streams. But they also had this this illustration pack set where for this specific set they'll give you 3 holographic cards of a different set of starters, basically. You're so funny, Taco. So funny. I feel like one day I'm gonna get someone come up to me and do the pickup line. Is there a monster in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? Probably, I know for one day someone's gonna try that. And then behind this first partner illustration collection, chat, I got these stickers. There was a card employee that was giving away stickers, so I got these cute little stickers in the back here. Look, it's got Altaria! Yay! Even though it's not a sticker, but you know what? I don't mean get a sticker. I'll just cut it out. Why would you be nervous around me? Why nervous? You should know me by now. Oh yeah, and this is the view from the airport, chat. Look how this is actually a very nice scenic window. Like this was like a view from the other side of my gate when I was at the airport, basically. Look how cute. Look how, I want to say cute, but look how pretty it is. So you have the ocean right here, and then there was like a little like, I want to say marsh, but it was like a little wetlands area right here on the other side. It was really cool. Ah, nah. You shouldn't have to worry about that, Shuang. Oh, don't worry about it. I just clean up nice, okay? I'm just as much of a dork. Okay, you should know by now. Actually, yeah, you should know by now. The breeze must have been amazing. Yes. Throughout the weekend, the weather was super nice. Definitely a lot nicer than SoCal. That is for sure. She smells a bit. You should be scared. You should get that nose check. How about that? If anything, I smell nice. Okay, if it's a smell, it's a good smell. Gosh. All right, let me see. I think I have my cosplay photos on the next one. There you go. Look how nice this photo was. I have like more photos that I'm going to share in the near future for when we do like the waifu art illustration series with the cosplays. But like, yeah. So basically, when I was up at the flight deck area, I had a photographer find me and was like, "Yeah, I really want. Can I shoot with you? If so, yeah, let's meet up again in 8 to 10 minutes." And and I'll get my actual equipment out. And so I got like an impromptu photo shoot. I did have to go back to the stage, like the Oshi Bar stage area, to go pick up my heels because I was like walking around in flats because of the stairs. But yeah, it was really fun. I will say though, it was super windy, chat. So it was a little tricky trying to get some of the portrait shots without my hair in my face. Or you see that door right there, chat? So that's where people come out after going up the stairs, to go sightsee. Let's just say I was really scared for the back of this dress to lift up. Yeah. I was genuinely like, please don't pick up, please don't pick up, please don't pick up on the way, please. I don't know about that, Seb, because I think like literally there was, I think not too far behind this door, like past this door, like a little over here, there was a bench area. There was a family with children sitting there and they were staring. So I was just like, oh my God, please, I don't want to scar the children, please. I don't want to traumatize the kids, please. Please, I do not want to get I do not want to be scolded by the parents. I swear. You know what? Yeah, they got plenty of sightseeing. And there's another shot I did. This was just on my phone though. But as you can see, it was a very lovely cosplay. I'm trying to figure out when would be the next time I would get the chance to wear this cosplay again, because this event was like the perfect place to get, to do this shoot. And I'm so glad I was able to bring this in time. I will say though, it was a little I felt a little out of place because of the fact that the Oshi Bar Sink the Ship event took place like during the load-in day of the con. I think I ended up being like one of the only people cosplaying at this event. So I feel like I stood out like a sore thumb, but like I wasn't in a bad way, but people definitely noticed. It was really funny though, because I was talking to like the other VTuber guests that were at the event, or like for example Miss Lala. A lot of them were just like, I really didn't want to stare, but hi pretty lady, basically. Apparently I was a little intimidating for them to talk to, for some of them, because they're just like, oh, I didn't want to like be rude and stare, and I'm just like leaning over on the table like, baby girl, that's okay, you can look all you want. It was very fun. It's definitely the shawl. The shawl was also like a very lovely accessory piece. It definitely added a lot of grandeur to it as well. But I will say though, after this event, chat, my lower calves were sore the entire weekend. I just know every time I went up and downstairs, I felt it in my calves, because those heels were really high. But boy, were they great. But I'll show you guys more pictures from the shoot later on. This is just what I was able to grab on hand. Just because again I had internet connection issues, so I had no way to like do my editing. So I'll be uploading these on my Twitter and Instagram pretty soon, including the photos I took for Animeverse as well. So I hope you guys look forward to those. It's gonna be fun to be uploading more cosplay content in the near future. I'm also looking forward to Weebcon too, because I am going to be planning on doing some shoots there. So we'll see how that goes. I just hope Weebcon. I feel like I need to get someone to scout out for convention, like for staff members, just so like I can actually take a shoot in peace without staff members being like, "Oh, you're being too scandalous. You can't be here. Get out of our venue." So I need to get a scout or something to be on the lookout while I do these shoots. No, not murder them. Just be like, just be like like when you're on your mission and you see someone coming, you just have to have someone make a call out, be like, caw. Yeah, they have to make like bird noises or something to alert the others that someone's coming. Yeah, something like that, Yeah, the lookout. Yeah. We need to get something like that for the shoots, because I really want to do a photo shoot with Anka at the atrium area, because there's a lot of nice garden areas that would be perfect for an Animal Crossing themed photo shoot, So I really want to try something with that. So we'll see. I'm gonna try my best to get something going. And I think that is, that's it. Yay! Kyojo, no. Absolutely not. Kyojo, not for free. No, not for free, brother. That's called a drug informant, by the way. No, I've always been told it's called a lookout. That's my magnum opus. Not for free. Oh, yes. I'm gonna have to. I'll share it with you, Seb. I'll show you, Seb. I do agree. Kyojo did a really. Yeah, you can show Seb. Yeah, you can show Seb Kyojo. Yeah. Uh, I'm not gonna show it. I'm not gonna show it on here. At least not for free. But Kyojo did a very lovely photo of um of the cosplay. Basically, it's silly, but I have a policy. I have a policy of not showing my grippers easily. You guys are freaks, and you know what? You like it here, so nanny nanny boo boo. That's on you too. Wanted to look at that ass. Is it on a boat? Yeah, it's actually on a carrier ship. It's at an event called Carrier Con, where it's a convention that takes place on a carrier ship. Yeah. Yeah, thanks everyone for like coming in and looking at these pretty pickies with me. Like calling me a freak or be with them. I'm not down bad. I mean, you don't have to be down bad to be a freak. I'm just saying. The business account. That's okay, Seb. He's got to. That just means Kyojo is that much of a professional. Okay. It's for business. Duh. Of course, it would be on the business account. It's for business. It's for business reason. Yeah, that's business. Yeah. I may have been on that carrier. It is called the USS Hornet. That is the name of the ship. So if you've been there, most likely. Bro, what that down person. That's what a down bad person would say. Dang. Can't defend themselves. But honestly, for any of our Texan viewers in the chat, I'm just saying, if you can find a similar location space, I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be a carrier ship, but something that has a really similar vibe as this that I could do a shoot in, please let me know. Please give me space recommendations for photo shoots for cosplay. I would love to hear your recommendations. I'm trying to find more places to shoot in Texas that I can hit up. It's actually easier for me to do cosplay shoots whenever I go to cons. So, especially in Texas. If I knew you were going to be on a boat, why didn't you Azure Lane? This is Azure Lane, Shuang. This is an Azure Lane cosplay. It's just the Lunar New Year event for one of the characters. This is actually the cosplay that Cosmic fulfilled through Throne because of the Lunar New Year Addy art piece we did. And Cosmic really wanted a something for technician Addy to wear that was close to the vibe of the Lunar New Year piece. And so I thought this Azure Lane Lunar New Year variant was very, very on par to the aesthetic of it. And so, it just happened to arrive perfectly before Carrier Con. And I brought it with me. Had to do some last minute wig work, but that's okay. I think it came out good for what it is. Yeah. I'm so glad I was able to be live on time this time. I'm so sorry about being starting late today, and I know we're a little over time just because we did start a little late. So for this week, just know I'm gonna put an announcement on the Discord. We are gonna be opening up 5 Divine Chaos V-Card boxes this Friday. So it's going to be a big unboxing stream. And then for tomorrow, I am going to... So, yeah, tomorrow's very likely going to be a like a game stream. And then on Thursday, I hope it's not a last minute thing to announce. Would you guys be okay for a sketch redeem stream this Thursday, perhaps? I figured you weren't going to stream until tomorrow. I was planning on streaming today, but yeah, I literally came home with no... I came home with no internet. If you guys are okay, I'm so sorry. I know this is last minute because I haven't had a chance to upload the schedule. Literally because I had no internet coming home. I'm gonna upload the schedule later tonight. Do it when you're back. Oh, it's just because I haven't done it in a hot minute. We could do it again next month, Seb. I'll take a look at my schedule because I want to do one game stream and I want to do one art stream, and then we're gonna have our box opening stream with V cards. So we'll do that, and then once I get back from Weebcon, I will put Fitness Friday back on the table. Okay, chat. So I know Sen is going to be giving us some Pokemon cards. I think cards for us to open soon. I'm going to rearrange it on a different day just so we can make sure we have Fitness Fridays locked in because I know you guys have been really looking forward for that. So I'm going to adjust accordingly for that, all right? I appreciate y'all coming on in and checking up on me now that I'm back in town, even though I'm literally going to fly out next week. But that will be it for today's stream. Yay! I didn't get too many souvenirs, though. I did get some lovely cherry earrings. I didn't get a photo of them, but there's like these beautiful cherry earrings that I will plan on wearing for Weebcon because they're just so pretty. I'm so happy about that. And the Pokemon stickers. And also a shaker cup from a friend of mine, too. So I'll be using that as well. Probably I'll use it on the next opening stream. So I'll show off the shaker cup this Friday. What can I say? Oh, man, those cherries are just too tempting not to pop. Yeah. All right. Let's go and set up our raid. And yeah, I'm going to see. We're going to make a game. It's going to be a game stream tomorrow. I'm still figuring out like which game I want to stream. I think I might want to do that zoo game that like you can make your own sound effects for the animals to make noises. I think we're going to try that one. That or I know you guys are bored of Mugenics. So I was like, yeah, I want to play Mugenics. I know. Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, excuse me. All right, let's see who we can raid. Thank you. Sus noises only? Do you want me to get bumped off Twitch, you want? You know, we should do a challenge, though. If we're going to be doing that zoo game, we need to do a theme of sounds. So, put in your suggestions in the Discord server as to what kind of theme of noises y'all want to have me basically, make in a sense. Now, please don't get me bonked off Twitch, but I am happy to see your suggestions in the Discord. You can just put them in the let me see what tab y'all can make your suggestions in. Give me a second here. Put it in. I think you just put it in general. Yeah, just put it in general. A VTuber knows that a lot of out-of-pocket things. Okay, yeah. Oh, Hilo's perfect. Yeah, I'll rate her. Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, just if you have any suggestions on what kind of noises a theme of noises, yeah, just put it in the general in the cluster server. We're gonna have Japanese word themes. We could. I'm gonna be against that. But yeah, please feel free to put your recommendations in the server. I'd be happy to take a look. All right, Let's go set up our raid. I will see you all tomorrow, chat. Thank you again for tuning on in. I know it's getting really late, and thank you for sticking around, even though it's gotten so late. And hopefully my internet is stable. Oh no! I literally said that we're dropping frames. Oh no! All right, we gotta go raid. Okay. I'll see you, chat. Bye.